Fine that time. Now it's there. How are we doing today, guys? It's Jesse with the Common Nerd, bringing you pop culture and all things nerdy through a common sense lens. And welcome to $5 Fridays, boys and girls. Sorry, I'm a little late, but of course, as usual, trying out some new stuff, trying out the Rumble Studio this morning. And when the kick didn't activate properly, which I think probably I know what went wrong with that since this system is still kind of new, it decided to have the whole thing not go live at all. So, boys and girls, we are trying it again. We had to set up a new live stream, but we're good to go now. Like I said, sorry about being late. So, I'm going to say hi to everybody as they start to come in the chat. But for right now, we're going to upload the Be Right Back screen because the studio thing is kind of interesting, but it didn't save from my last studio. Now, I don't know if that's because of some other stuff or some other issues, but I need to do a Be Right Back. So yeah, as soon as that gets all loaded up, but I should be able to see your guys' chat today. I should be able to see all of that kind of stuff. So this will be interesting to see how this goes because I've never tried it on here before, but we're live on Rumble, Locals, our old YouTube Common Gamer channel, Twitch, Facebook, and X this morning as well. We would have been live on Kick. But obviously, but it should be pretty interesting to see how all of this goes. Because I haven't tried this before. We already had a little bit of a glitch this morning, but that's okay. That wasn't that big of a deal. I'm just going to be curious to see how like the chat highlights work. Cause I know I saw Darren Hughes in here earlier, but like I said, that one glitched out. So we had to go, but give me just 1 second, guys. I got to handle something on the back end. Got some real quick family stuff I got to take care of real quick. So give me just 1 minute in case anybody says hi, everybody say hi to each other.
Votre jury.
Hey, Ryan.
Hey, Billy. That hurt.
Yeah.
They're right there.
What the is this?
Watch your profanity.
Right, I'm sorry.
Let the past die. Kill it if you have to.
Miffy. Miffy, come here. Turn off the fan.
All right, boys and girls. Yeah, sorry, just had some crazy shit go down. Just found out about. So, yeah. So, we're gonna do our normal, typical thing over here on $5 Fridays. For every $5 donation or more, we will go another 5 minutes as per usual. Our record so far is 3:30. And it is currently 11:22 a.m. over here on Central Standard Time. Obviously, we'll go for a little bit longer than normal today because we did get started late because of some technical issues on the back end. Because, hey, guess what? This is what happens when I try to experiment with something and I'm not as patient as what I should have been with it. So, cheers. But hey, so far, Rumble Studios seems to be working. And we seem to be alive everywhere we need to be as well. So, that should be that should work out very well. So we'll just go ahead and start getting into the news. And if anybody pops into the chat as we go along, we'll keep an eye out for everybody. And I'm really curious to see how this studio goes and to see if anybody shows up on these other chats and if it actually pops in here or not and all of that kind of stuff. But I would imagine it will. I'm curious to see when the Rumble chat starts popping in, if and when we get some people to come in and say hi. We've already got a couple of likes on the stream, so somebody popped in. It would wish they would have jumped in the chat for a second, though. That would have been great, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. As always, we'll figure it out. There we go. There we go. We're going to pull up our share screen here in just a second. So we go. I just want to check that real quick. All right, let's refresh this and we'll pull up the page. Selena Red Wine, good morning, dear. All right, well, that worked. Now I can't highlight it, which that's kind of gay, but I can pin your chat. That's interesting. So I can't highlight it, which, like I said, that sucks, but at least I can see it. So hopefully that's something they work on here shortly. Hopefully that's something they work on here shortly. But I see you. Good to see you, Selena, as always. Bonjour, JR24. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you as well. And actually, let me try one other thing here. Let me edit my theme a little bit. What does this do? Let's see what that does. Okay, that does that. There's the chat. All right, now we got chat on screen, boys and girls. So I can't highlight it, but you guys can see your chat up there on the screen now. So that's kind of snazzy. They need to get the highlight chat thing going, though. That's the only other thing we need. We need the highlight chat going. But there we go. At least we can see that part. And it's supposed to give me banners whenever somebody sends me a donation, too. So banners of some kind are supposed to pop up. I'm not sure what that is. Maybe we'll find out today, but that's what we're supposed to get. So we're going to see how this goes. We're going to try it out for today. I don't think I'm going to keep using it for right now, not until they get away from me to highlight the chat. But I am going to try StreamYards. And then I don't like this either, that I can't move this around or adjust it as much either. Not a big fan of this either, but you know what? It's fun to try it out. I want to see how it goes. The cool part is that I can live stream to so many places because we're live on Rumble. We're live on our locals page as well, which I've been wanting to do more stuff with the locals. It's just been hard to incorporate. We're live on our old Common Gamer channel over on YouTube as well. We're live on Twitch. We're live on Facebook, and we're live on Twitter. So yeah, that's kind of snazzy. That's kind of snazzy. JR24 says, just saw 2 commercials before I'm able to see the stream. Well, there you go. Then you couldn't skip the ads, but I mean, that's cool that we're getting ads before the stream starts, I guess. That means we might actually get some ad revenue over here. So I know I've been noticing that too with some of the streams, that we've been getting that same thing, that some of the ads come in beforehand, JR. So that's kind of interesting to see. At least like they're trying to do all of that. Yeah. Damn. I'll talk about that later because I always keep you guys in the loop of what's going on. But yeah, that's kind of crazy that they're doing that now. But I mean, I guess that's a good thing. And it's interesting too, because it shows the viewer count on the back end from Rumble on here too. It says 11 are watching, 9 on Rumble, 1 on locals, 1 on Twitch. And I'm just kind of curious too. I want to kind of pop into that YouTube chat. Sorry, this isn't going to be a regular news thing, right? At least not right in the beginning. I kind of want to pop into this over here. Let's see here. Let's see if I can find myself. If I can find the one that I know. And that's the reason. That's the reason why I wanted to change that name to Common Nerd Gaming, which I need to do that anyway because I go. Dude, there we go. Because but now let's see here. Your channel. Yeah, there we go. I want to see if the chat pops up when I type something in over here. Cool. Let's see here. Let's see if that pops up in my back end over here or not. It doesn't look. Oh, yep, there it goes. There it goes. Oh, cool. And it shows up over here too. It shows up on the regular screen. Okay, that's kind of snazzy. That's kind of cool too. All right. All right. Sorry, I just wanted to play with that for a second. Well, that's kind of snazzy to know. That's kind of snazzy to know. Yeah, I still don't like the whole fact that they can't highlight chat, but other than that, that works. That works very, very well. So that's kind of snazzy that the chat's on the screen like that, though. Which I can do that in EV Mux too, except it's a bigger block. I don't think it's see-through. I can't remember. It's harder to see on EV Mux on my end, but I can see it when I look at the stream. So, all right, well, that's cool. That works. So we're gonna give this a try today. See how it goes. We're gonna see if we just see if we get any donations today or not, and see what that banner looks like. So yeah. All righty, daddy. Let's get into it, boys and girls. Oh, let's do this real quick. So yeah, there we go. There we go. All right, let's get into it. We got a whole bunch of stuff to go. And see, look, see, live on Twitter. Live on Twitter. Hey, somebody even retweeted it. Nice of them. That's nice of them. But yeah, see, live on Twitter too. And I know there's a chat option on Twitter as well. I'll be curious to see. Let's get into it. We got a whole bunch of stuff. Stop that. I just want to see if the chat option works over here. Let's see here. If that comes in on the back end. See if that comes in on our that. And then I don't like the Rumble Studio mark either. I'm not a big fan of that. But all right, we don't need to stay there and look at that. If it pops in, it pops in. Could you give me the link to your other YouTube channel? Absolutely, JR24. Yeah, absolutely. The new one? Absolutely. Absolutely. Now let's see if this. Oh, no, I don't have a way to put things in the chat from the back end, but that's okay. We'll go over here. We'll go over here. There you go, JR24. There you go, my friend. Appreciate that. Appreciate that very much. But yeah, there you go. There's that one. And that's funny. It still shows up like that, though. The just 1791 thing. That's one thing they haven't got fixed yet. Whenever it comes through all that way. We'll just delete that. We'll just delete this one. Yeah, I no sense in leaving that up there. There we go. All right. Now, this I thought was kind of interesting this morning and a slightly brighter side of things to look at. I'm not a big fan. I hate it when they make these trailers like this, though. And I get why they do it. It's for mobile and stuff like that. But I'd rather see a bigger trailer. Let's see if they've got the trailer in here. Here we go. So this
I guess dying.
Oh, wow, this is really long. Oh, this is a Hellcat hands-on preview. Skate or die. How about skate and die? Sure, you're in hell, but at least you can skate there. Well, let's see. I'm sure the video over here. Yeah, the video here on Twitter is a lot shorter. It's only 45 seconds, but I thought this was kind of an interesting concept. Hellskate is an upcoming game that answers the questions. What if you could kill demons in between long trick combos in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater? I'm down. I'm always down to kill. I'm down for killing demons. Hell yeah, this sounds great.
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater with demons and combat? This is Hellskate, an upcoming roguelike that takes the arcadey skateboarding mechanics of Tony Hawk and mixes in some hack and slash combat. You play as Anton Falcon, as he skates and fights through hell in a series of procedurally generated skate parks. Like the Tony Hawk games, doing tricks is as simple as hitting a button and a directional input. Not only that, but you can also grab tapes, except these tapes will do things like give you a buff if you pull off a certain trick, which you can then unleash to do a massive one-hit kill on an enemy. There's a good amount of enemy variety as well, one of which doubles as a grind rail that you can ride. So if you want to get back into those classic skating games with some roguelike action sprinkled in, you won't have to wait long because the game is dropping onto Steam Early Access February 15th. Are you going to check it out? Let us know. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater with demons?
That looks fun. That looks dope. I'd totally be down for something like that. Yeah, that looks awesome. That looks awesome. That looks absolutely awesome. What's Henry Cavill trending for? Electric Energy for the Argyle movie. Oh, it's for the Argyle stuff. Yeah, there you go. That makes sense. This I thought was interesting for any of our folks that are into what's going on here in Texas. So this came out this morning. Apparently, this was a letter that Trump put out. Said just in, Donald Trump is calling on all willing states to send their National Guard to the state of Texas to help defend the southern border. The announcement comes as Republican governors are rallying behind Texas against President Joe Biden. At the moment, a whopping 25 states have backed Abbott's move to put up razor wire to stop the flow of illegals. We encourage all willing states to deploy their guards to Texas to prevent the entry of illegals and to remove them back across the border. Trump said on Truth, all Americans should support the common sense measures by Texas authorities to protect the safety, security, and sovereignty of Texas and of the American people. When I'm president on day one, instead of fighting Texas, I will work hand in hand with Governor Abbott and the other border states to stop the invasion, seal the border, and rapidly begin the largest domestic deportation operation in history. That's what it's going to take. If he actually does it or not, I hope, but that's what it's going to take. That's absolutely what it's going to take. So, and this is great. This is going to be great. How did that animatronic get out of the Hall of the Presidents and why is it glitching? Fucking Biden.
The beer brewed here, it is used to make the brew beer in this refinery. Oh, Earth Rider, thanks for the Great Lakes. The beer brewed here.
That's the president, boys and girls. That's the president of the former United States of America. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. That is funny. All right. And this I thought was really cool. The new Dune popcorn bucket is out, and this thing looks fucking dope. That is awesome. A giant sandworm. Like, I totally want to be able to go see Dune on opening weekend just to get that. That is fucking dope. That is really, really fucking dope. Dune Part 2. Yeah, I want one. I want one. Do you have a gaming YouTube channel? I haven't really done much with it, and I need to change the name of it anyway. But yeah, that's what this other one is too. That's actually the one I'm live on YouTube right now, JR. So here, let me get you that one too. This one. I need to switch that one's name. Your Average Patriot Nerd. Good to see you, my friend. Always good to see you. We're trying out the new Rumble Studios today and seeing how that works. We're actually live on like 7 different places right now or some insane shit like that. But yeah, there we go. Go back over here. But yeah, good to see you, Average Patriot Nerd. Always good to see you, brother. But yeah, so it's got the chat on the screen. I can't highlight the chat, unfortunately, but they got the chat on the screen. And supposedly a banner is supposed to get thrown up if I get a donation. So we're trying it out, seeing how it works today. I just thought it was cool that we could live stream to so many places. Kick didn't work this morning, but I think I know why. But other than that, yeah, good to see you, Average Patriot Nerd. I know you're out there trucking, working hard, man. Always good to see you. Appreciate that. Get out there driving around. Get it. Get it. But yeah, we got a new Dune popcorn bucket that looks just like an Iraqi sandworm coming out of the sand. So that's pretty freaking cool. I wonder if you can actually reach your hand down through those teeth to grab your popcorn. I would assume so. I'm sure they're probably just like little rubbery slits or something like that. That would be cool. That would be cool. Now, this is interesting because we've been hearing a lot about the new Nintendo next-gen console, the Switch 2, essentially, and stuff like that. But this is actually from Bloomberg. What are you talking about? You're going to let me continue reading the whole time. Here we go. Nintendo's next Switch coming this year with LCD, Omdia says. 7-year-old Switch consoles have sold 132 million. Nintendo company will launch a new game console this year with an 8-inch LCD screen, according to Omdia analyst Hiroshi Hase. Okay, so this is an analyst. The new device from the Kyoto-based games maker will be responsible for a doubling in shipments of so-called amusement displays in 2024. All in code. Hase said in Tokyo on Friday, his research focuses on small and medium displays, and he bases annual forecasts on checks with companies in the supply chain. Okay, so this is just a market analyst. That's what he believes. So because Osaka-based Sharp Corp last year said it was supplying LCD panels and working closely with the maker of an upcoming console that was then at the R&D stage. Sharp, which is owned by Foxconn, has worked with Nintendo in the past and served as a Switch assembler during the pandemic. A Nintendo spokesman said the company had nothing to comment on. Of course not. Of course not. So that's interesting. Bloomberg, $180 a year. You guys have lost your damn mind. Wouldn't pay. We don't pay that much for Amazon. They give us free shipping. But yeah, so that's interesting. That's interesting because maybe they're right. They think it's going to launch this year because this new device with the LCD screens is supposed to ship later this year. So yeah, that sounds like it's probably right. We'll have to see what happens with that one. But that'll be interesting. That'll make me sad because that means I won't be getting any new games for my Switch. And I can't afford to buy a new one right now. That'll make me sad. Oh, look at that. That Facts by Tom McDonald's trending with Ben Shapiro. Adam and green-haired anti-liberal are going to do a reaction to that one today. Hopefully that'll gain us some more subs over on the Vets Talking channel. That'll be cool. I need to start hitting that pop culture content hardcore again next week and get all that stuff up and running again. So hopefully get that new channel start to grow some more and everything else. So Chrysanth, if it's not the kindest and sweetest in all of the chats. Good to see you, Chrysanth. Good to see you, my dear, as always. We're trying out Rumble Studios today. So we're actually live on Rumble, Locals, YouTube, on the Old Common Gamer channel, Twitch, Facebook, and Twitter today. No Kick, unfortunately, because I think you still got to do the old app thing like you had to with StreamYards before they switched it and fixed it. But yeah, so we're just trying this out this morning to see how it goes. So good to see you, Chrysanth. Always good to see you. So that's the only thing I don't like about this is I can't highlight chats. So we probably won't keep using this, but I just wanted to give it a try today since it's live now for everybody to see what it did. But it does have some cool features like having the chat on the screen and stuff like that. So thought this was interesting. Skydance makes offer for Paramount Global. So far it's looking okay. Like I said, you can see your chat on the screen, which is kind of cool. And then supposedly if I get a donation, there's supposed to be a banner that's supposed to pop up on the screen as well, showing off the donation. So we'll see what happens with that. If we get any donations for $5 Fridays today. But other than that, I think it's kind of neat. It's showing me the live count on the back end from Rumble. Same thing with Locals, which is probably just me. No views on YouTube, but all the chats are highlighting. Like I went and checked the Twitter chat. And, I guess the Twitter chat never showed up. Doesn't look like the Twitter chat ever showed up, but the YouTube chat shows up. The Rumble chat shows up. I would assume if there was anybody talking on Locals, it would probably show up too. And then, and then Twitch, I'm assuming, and Facebook probably as well. But yeah, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. It's still very basic. They definitely need to do some work on it. But it's cool that I can live stream to like 7 places without having to pay shit. So that's pretty neat. Like didn't seem to be a limit on the amount of custom estimates. So I might add Odyssey back in there and Odyssey to the custom RL. And if I can get the Kick one to work. So I don't know. It might be fun to try just for like gaming streams. Because it's got the chat on the screen and stuff like that. Normally I don't get a chance to highlight the chat during gaming streams anyway. So it could potentially be fun. I don't know. We might try it just for a gaming stream, maybe late tonight or something like that. I got to play some Hell Pie from our dear sweet Jim Bone. So got to play some Hell Pie for him. And he was kind enough to get that for me. But yeah, Skydance has made an offer for Paramount Global. There's a buzz. Let's check this out because Skydance are the people that funded whatchamacallit. Yeah, that should be good. Lots of potential. Still working out some kinks. Yeah, absolutely. And I think the highlight chat will be a big thing. But I think I can pin chats from back here. We're going to pin that on a timer for 1 minute. Chrysanth, let me know if your chat's been pinned to the top. Because it says, oh, it pinned. Whoa, wait. This should be good. Oh, I figured out how to do it. Look, I can pin it on the screen. Okay, that's how I do that. That's how they do that. So I can pin your chats on the screen for a minute. I thought I was going to pin them in the strat chat. So check this out. I can do this. There's Animation Overload. Says good morning all. Good morning, Animation Overload. So that's how you do it. It's not very big. It's not very big, but you can see it. Well, because it says pin and not highlight. And like I can pin it permanently, or I can pin it on a timer and just leave it up there for like 1 minute. And so like I leave that one up there and I've got a countdown of 1 minute. Oh, and I can remove the timer. Or I can add it back. Okay, that's how I do that. So like I can pin your thing on here for 1 minute and it'll unpin it in a minute. So that's how you highlight the chat. Okay, that's not so bad. I'm glad I figured that out. Look at that, Chrysanth. You're more useful than I thought. You gave me the inspiration because I was like, I'll pin Chrysanth's chat because that'll be funny if it's that. But I thought it was the same kind of pin as YouTube. So, but yeah, there we go. So that's how that works. So your chat should go away in like 38 seconds. Mike has bad knees. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. All right, Chrysanth, I'm unpinning your thing. Good to see you. Mike has bad knees. We're trying out the Rumble Studio today. Iron Oxide. Iron Oxide. Good to see you as well, my friend. Always good to see you guys. Two of our very fine channel members. So always good to see you guys. And it is $5 Fridays. Don't forget, guys. Always doing well. And so, so yeah, so that worked out. So we're trying out Rumble Studio today. If you guys couldn't tell, we've got a few things a little different. I think the Rumble logo is on the stream, which I'm not a big fan of that, but whatever. But we've got the chat on the screen, and supposedly we're going to get banners if somebody sends a donation. So that's, we'll see if that ends up working out today, but that's really cool. But yeah, it's got your guys' chat on the screen. We're live streaming it like 7 different places. It's kind of wild, like how much stuff we can do with this. So there's a lot of potential. It's pretty neat. And Chrysanth says, I'm not supposed to be helpful. I'm supposed to be a general nuisance. And see, and that's why I say you're the sweetest, kindest in all of the chats, Chrysanth, because you're always helpful for me. You're always helpful for me. The only time you ever annoy me is when you come around giving me death counters, and you don't ever do that anymore. So it's like, you're kind and sweet to me. That's all you are. You're kind and sweet to me. And 5, let's see if this goes away. 3, 2, 1. There it goes. Iron Oxide's thing goes away. There you go. See, that's kind of cool. That's kind of a neat trick. So yeah, that's kind of cool. So we're playing with this. We're playing with it. We're seeing how it goes. There's some fun stuff so far. So Iron Oxide's like, sweet. Yeah, see your chat's on the chat. You see chat's on there. So that's kind of neat. So yeah, we're playing with it. We're seeing how it goes. Like I said, it might be fun, at least for video games. It might be good for video games. We'll see what happens. If we can get the kick thing to work, it'll be good for video games. We'll see, because I do kind of like this layout for video games, but we'll see what happens. Only thing I don't like is I can't move the camera. You can't do anything with it like I can in like Eve Mux and stuff. So, but all right, so check us out, boys and girls. Skydance makes an offer for Paramount Global. Star Trek franchise could be under new ownership again. And as Gary pointed out on Twitter, Skydance are the same people that gave us Jar Jar Abrams Trek. So yeah, really wouldn't be any good hope for Star Trek at all. There you go. Well, there it is. Mike has bad knees for $5. The banner didn't last very long though. That banner should last longer and maybe make a noise. Mike has bad knees, a video for a quick laugh about Pal World and Pokemon. All right, dope. We're going to pull that up. I need to pop this chat out over here. But Mike has bad knees for $5. Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate that so very much. Mike. Appreciate that. And it is $5 Fridays, boys and girls. So that officially extends the show out another 5 minutes. So we will be running, and probably we'll be running until 1:20 today, because we didn't get started until 11:15 because of all the background issues with Rumble thing. But he says a video for a quick laugh about Pal World and Pokemon. Well, let's check this out. I mean, for $5, we got to check this out. Unless you want to save it for bonus time. All right, it's 2 minutes and 13 seconds. Well, that's definitely worth that. There we go. Let's check this out real quick. Let's see what we got here. All right, turn on the volume. Let me know if you guys can hear this. You guys should be able to hear this, but let's check this out. This is from Mike Has Bad Knees. Let's check this out.
Okay, so help me understand. How do I not have a case? That's literally a black Lucario.
That's not a black Lucario. That's Anubis.
Anubis?
In Power World, they call him Anubis. Yeah.
What? They stand in the exact same though.
What? What? They can't stand it. Come on, his legs is closer. They can stand
What?
the same
A
as they
little
want.
closer? Are you
You
for
don't
real?
have a case. Listen, you're the Pokemon CEO. We understand. You don't have a case right now. I'm trying to help you out.
I understand. Okay,
You're my client.
maybe you're right.
Like, you don't have a case with.
Is that not even?
Somebody texted me. Hold on.
Man, who you texting? I'm paying for the song.
Oh no, that's my other client. Chill, bro.
Oh, this is fucking great. Hold on. I want to see this picture of the Eevee.
You out.
I understand. Okay,
You're my client.
maybe you're right.
Like, you don't have a case with.
Is that not even?
No, man, way fatter. Way fatter and fluffier.
Somebody texted me. Hold on.
Man, who you texting, man? I'm paying for the song.
Oh no, that's my other client. Chill, bro.
Could have changed
Can you not
Eevee a
wait?
little fucking more. Could
Is
have
that not
changed Eevee
Eevee?
a little fucking more on the text.
That's Crimus.
Crimus. How much time have you spent on this game?
I had to do what I had to
How
do.
much time? You know every Pokemon
Listen,
name.
I had to do what I had to do to
How
make
much
sure
time did you spend on
that I had a case for you. I was looking, I was playing the game to see how much.
How much time did you spend?
40, man.
What?
40.
40 hours. This game hasn't even been out a week yet.
Time be going by fast when you playing it.
I see what's going on.
What's going on?
You protecting him.
I'm your lawyer.
You're a fan of this game.
I'm not, man. Fuck Power World. You pay me. I play Pokemon Yellow, Blue, Red.
Get up. Get up.
I was trying to build a case for you. So I got on Power World thinking about Pokemon. I had to get detail after detail. Hour after hour, slaving pals. And I put the gameplays of Power World and Pokemon next to each other and realized it was perpendicular.
Man, this nigga bullshit, bro. Get out of my Ooh.
Perpendicular. Oh, that's fucking great. They're perpendicular to each other. They're perpendicular. It's okay. They're perpendicular to each other. Oh, that is fucking great. Good find, Mike. Good find. And thank you again for the $5, my friend. I appreciate that. Part of the grease between our gears, keeping this machine running. And I certainly appreciate that, my friend. Thank you very much. Yeah, Mike has bad knees. Yeah, there we go. His other client is Power World, I think. Yeah, it was. Thank you again, Iron Oxide. That's great. Thank you again. Mike has bad knees. And Iron Oxide's like, I'm stealing this. I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. That is freaking great. Good find, Mike. Good, very, very good find, my friend. Very good find. Oh, that was great. Well, back onto the depressing side of things. Yeah, Star Trek's going to be screwed if Skydance buys it. There's no hope for that. No hope whatsoever. So we'll see if they end up taking the offer. There's an update on the Paramount buzz that kicked off last month with David Ellison's Skydance Media reported to have made an offer to purchase control of Paramount Global. A change in ownership of the company that owns Star Trek could have an impact on the future of it. So this is one of the things. Skydance Media, David Ellison's, over the last months, become clear that Sherry Redstone's very interested in selling, yada, yada, yada. The latest updates and talks with David Ellison have progressed further. On Wednesday night, Bloomberg first reported Ellison had made a preliminary offer to buy National Amusements. This was backed up by CNBC reporting Ellison wants to take all of Paramount Global private. That's interesting. Skydance is a smaller company, would need additional financing for such a deal. Interesting. That Ellison's father, billionaire co-founder of Oracle, Larry Ellison, could help provide the capital for the deal. Ellison's mainly interested in the studio, but Paramount won't sell its crown jewel alone. That makes sense. Redstone discussed selling off the cable assets like Nickelodeon, MTV, and BET. But they have assured Redstone they will not break up the company into several pieces, and their primary motive is to give its resources it needs to compete with the larger peers in the media. However, they also report the fate of Paramount Plus streaming services is uncertain. So that's interesting. That is interesting. Yeah. Yeah, Allison also has a connection to Alex Kurtzman, who is currently in charge of Star Trek. Yeah, that's going to be a problem. Yeah. That's crazy. Yep. That's probably, and then Star Trek Beyond. Yeah, obviously he was involved in that too. So yeah, that won't be good for Star Trek at all. Not unless they license it out to somebody else. That's going to suck. But yeah, if he's already got his fingers in it that much, he ain't going to license that out to somebody else. Jim Bone says, yay, I made it off taking wife to cancer treatment. Yeah. All right, Jim Bone. Best wishes with your wife, man. Best wishes with your wife. Appreciate that. Appreciate you being here, buddy. Yeah, we had some technical issues this morning because we're trying out Rumble Studios today for the first time. We had some technical issues this morning. Had to restart the whole stream and set up a new one. So, but we're live all kinds of places too. So they're perpendicular to each other. Yes, absolutely. Animation over there. That was funny as all hell. Yes, prayers for the wife, Jim Bone. Yes, absolutely. Mike has bad knees. Absolutely. Always the best wishes for that. Always the best wishes for that kind of stuff. This I thought was funny, and this actually kind of goes along with Mike has bad knees' video earlier. So Pal World added hand holding. You can now hand hold with your pals. No sound. Gay, but oh yeah, you're like playing patty cake. Oh, it's petting. So you're petting them and holding their hand. Okay. Interesting. So yeah, you're petting them is what you're doing, technically. You're petting them. But yeah, you're petting them. And this I thought was funny though for Memology 101. Next update, they had fucking sales proceed to skyrocket into the moon. I fucking love Memology. I fucking love that. That's great. She's doing good. Glad to hear that, Jim Bone. Glad to hear that. Glad to hear that. Yeah, that stuff sucks ass. Had to take a buddy of mine, one of my military vet buddies, to a lot of his appointments when he had what was it? It's that one that's like in your, I always think of them as tendrils in your body, but they're like the little lines running throughout your body. I can't remember it right now. I'll remember it later. But it's one of the ones that, fortunately enough, they caught early. He was okay. But yeah, no fun. Cancer fucking sucks ass. Cancer fucking sucks ass. Wicked is one of those ones that yep, see, we're live. Wicked is one of those ones that I was watching Pro's show last night, and I was watching Pro's show last night, and he was saying Wicked might be an unexpected hit of the year and might end up making a bunch of money. Which if they're not producing it for a whole lot, that would make sense. But apparently Ariana Grande, which I know she's popular in like the pop scene and stuff like that. I don't think I've ever listened to her music unless it was by accident or in like a store or something. They were playing it over the radio. But apparently they just wrapped Wicked filming. She said with an emotional message, "I'll never forget even a minute." So apparently she loved doing it. I had a lot of friends of mine that loved Wicked. I had a friend of mine that was absolutely obsessed with the stage play and stuff like that. So I wasn't going to go over that one too much. I just wanted to highlight that one because it'll be something to watch this year in the box office to see how it does. Be really interesting to see how it does in the box office. Not something I'm particularly interested in, but be curious to see how it goes in the box office. So now this I thought was something that might be good. Because when Ben Affleck and Matt Damon get together, it's normally almost always something good. I mean, have they ever had like bad things? Yeah, I've never listened to her music, but she isn't bad to look at. No, definitely not. Mike has bad knees. She definitely ain't bad to look at by any means. Wouldn't kick her out of bed for eating crackers. You know what I mean? But yeah, so I mean, maybe whoever she plays in, yeah, I couldn't have picked her out of a lineup though. Yeah, no. But yeah, I don't know who she's going to play in the film or anything like that. I wonder if she's going to play the actual witch. That'd be interesting. Let's see what this says. Grande plays Glinda. Oh, she's going to play the good witch opposite Elvira's Elphaba in the John M. Chu directed film. Okay, so she's actually going to play Glinda the good witch. That's interesting. It's supposed to hit theaters November 27th. So yeah, that's interesting. She's actually going to play the good witch. Huh. Well, there you go. There you go. At least you know she'll look good in the outfit. That's something at least. All I know is the Wicked cartoon. No relation. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, no, I had a friend of mine was a big Wizard of Oz fan and stuff like that. and she got into Wicked. And she's gone and seen the stage play a couple of different times, and she just absolutely loved it. So yeah, she was a huge fan of the book when it came out. So yeah, I know a little bit about it just by osmosis more than anything else. Not because I don't think I ever read the book. I never read the book. It was a book that intrigued me. I just never got around to reading it, and that kind of thing too. So, but yeah, all right. All right, give me 1 second, guys, boys and girls. I'll be right back. I gotta go hit the head real quick. All right, and check this out. This studio stuff should work. So let's see what we got here. Be right back, screen.
Hey, Ron.
Hey, Billy. That hurt.
Yeah.
There.
What the is this?
Watch your profanity.
Right, I'm sorry.
Let the past die. Kill it if you have to.
Miffy. Miffy, come here. Turn off the fan.
All right, so slight reverb. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Slight reverb when I did that, huh? So it wasn't like a full-blown echo, but it was slight reverb. Interesting. Interesting. And yes, low spec Linux laptop, Jeff. What's going on, buddy? Bananas in the chat. Bananas in the chat. Good to see you. Bananas in the chat. Yeah, love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. So yeah, we're trying out the Rumble Studio today to see how that goes. So at least we can see your chat on screen. That's kind of cool. So Ben Affleck and Matt Damon are working on a new crime thriller called Animals. This will be another movie produced by Affleck and Damon's Artist Equity following Air. All right. Which I heard really good things about Air. I haven't seen it, but I heard really good things about it. As reported by The Hollywood Reporter, the film, which is said to have previously been under such potential titles as The Animals of Los Angeles and Be a Gentleman, is set to begin shooting in Los Angeles by March if all the pieces come together. The written will be written by Conan McIntyre. Don't really care. It looks to follow a mayoral candidate whose son has been kidnapped with enemies everywhere. The candidate and his wife must resort to extreme measures to get their child home. Oh, there we go. I like these artist-led studios. I like these things. It gives them the ability to do what they want, especially if they're already good creatives. Yeah. As both director and co-star, Ben Affleck finds a balance between comedy and explanation that remains sensible to all audiences. So in the Air review. But all right. Yeah, that could it's something to keep an eye on, to keep in the back of your head. I like the idea of Ben Affleck and Matt Damon getting together. I think they always do pretty good stuff. So pretty good stuff. But we'll see what happens. And any of you boys and girls out there that have daughters or nieces, in celebration of Princess Peach Showtime, Nintendo recently announced that they're releasing a set of pastel pink Joy-Cons that'll be available alongside the game on March 22nd. So there you go. $80 for the pink Joy-Cons. Woohoo doggies. Woohoo doggies. Amazon sold out and GameStop requires a membership. They're already sold out on Amazon. Oh, you can get them on Best Buy too. All right, there you go. But yeah, out March 22nd, $80 for a pair of freaking pink Joy-Cons. That's ridiculous. That's a little ridiculous. That's a little ridiculous. Woohoo! I Stand With Texas is trending. 672 likes or posts. Tried to find the gaming channel, unable to. JR24, are you on mobile? Can you not click the link that I dropped earlier? I can show you what it looks like. It's this one right here. It's going to be kind of hard to find because there's a bunch of common gamers. Hey, try just looking at, try looking for the Common Gamer 1791. Try looking for that, JR. Like I said, I need to rebrand that thing anyway. One of these days I'll get around to that. I just wanted to try out the live and get it to see if it could work this morning. And so far, yeah. So far, yeah. So there you go. But yeah, that's what it looks like. It's this one. So, oh, you're on mobile. Okay, that's why. So yeah, try looking the Common Gamer 1791. That might be a little easier to find. That might be a little easier to find. It's not that big a deal. I don't really do much with it anyway. At least not right now. So I was just throwing it on there for the sake of throwing it on there. Oh, excuse me. Now, rumor is Taylor Swift isn't happy with the AI memes. Now, I got this funny feeling I'm probably not going to be able to do too many of those. Oh, this guy. It's funny. This guy says this isn't funny, Flash. The AI depicts her getting violently raped. Says not the ones I've seen. Oscar and the Grouch and Kermit would never force themselves on anyone. Oh, yeah. Some of these we're not going to be able to show. They're going to have a little too much fun with some of these. That's funny. Yeah. Oh, shit. Oh, that's funny as fuck. All right. If you guys want to look at any more of those raunchy ones, go check out Flash's thing. Because that's why AI, that's why Defend Taylor Swift was trending yesterday. Because people leaked out a bunch of AI generated nudes of her. They're all fake, but yeah. Animation Overload. Good to see you back. I'm back, but yes, reverb, no full blown echo. Okay, well maybe if we stop, maybe we switch over to solo, or maybe if we switch over to background, it won't do it. I don't know. But good to see you back. Good to see you back. Good to see you back. Yeah, like I said, I wish those were bigger too. Those are kind of small. Those need to be bigger on the screen. And yes, Josiah Rises put this out. This is what wealth looks like in 2024. He says, I am a very wealthy man. Here, my friend. Here. Amen to that one. Coming home to kids and a wife. Yes, indeed. This is fucking weird. Erotically charged Rotterdam title Swimming Home grew from Freudian analysis. Well, that's going to be fucked up. Director reveals first clip unveiled. Hey, JR24, I see you over there. There you go. I see you. Oh, I can pin the YouTube ones too. There you go. I see you over there on the YouTube thing. That's cool, man. That's cool. That's what she said. They should be bigger. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, they're so small because I know a lot of you guys are watching on mobile. And like I'd imagine you can't really see those very well. So yeah. But yeah, there's a first clip. We've got the first clip unveiled, and it's an exclusive to Variety. Well, now it's gonna be an exclusive over here. But yeah, this is a movie called Swimming Home grew from Freudian analysis. That sounds weird. The film, an adaptation of Deborah Levy's 2012 Man Booker Prize shortlisted novel, centers on a poet and a war photographer, Isabel, whose marriage is dying when Kitty, a naked stranger found floating in the pool at their sunny holiday villa in Greece, is invited to stay. Yeah. Well, let's check out what this is going to be. What the fuck? This is just somebody living out their sexual fantasies and making a fucking movie out of it, man. Freudian fucking analysis. Give me a break. Y'all are fucking crazy. Freud did too much coke. And that's saying something from a guy who wishes Hollywood would get back on coke and off woke. So. That's kind of creepy.
You're very quiet, Joseph. How was your flight?
Great. Thanks for picking me up, by the way. I'm sorry I had to wait so long.
No, Vito was the one who had to wait in the car.
Ευχαριστώ πολύ, Vito.
Vito, don't let Laura's politeness fool you.
How are you?
I'm okay.
Sure. How long were you home before you had to come here?
A week.
Not too long.
I just slept most of it.
Was it tough this time?
No? No more than usual.
Wow, that looks like it's going to be fucking boring as shit. If you're lucky, there'll be boobies in it, but that's about it. When people read the script, immediately go, naked woman in pool, it's about a male fantasy. I was like, no, it's about something much more interesting and more difficult to pigeonhole. Yeah. Running alongside the film's primary narrative is The Crab Club, a dance world where the real life and meta world collide, choreographed by Candela Capitana. The film is also erotically charged with plenty of nudity, but the idea was not to make it about sex. Anderson says the film is a lot about desire, a holiday feeling of desire. Going back to the book, there's always a hovering desire, but it's never a pleasurable one. There's a feeling of desire and malaise at the same time. Desire can work on many levels, but I don't think the film is about sex. When people read the script, they immediately go, naked woman in a pool, it's about male fantasy. I was like, no, it's about something much more interesting and much more difficult to pigeonhole. The film is also political, but not overtly so. So, yeah, contemporary realities. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Yeah, that's going to be fucking stupid. That's one of those French films where it's just an excuse for everybody to run around, get naked, and be done. What? Let me get my Freudian floaties. Animation overload. Darren Hughes. Well, hail all. I didn't think trying to refresh the screen until now. Yeah, Darren, we were having issues. We were trying out the Rumble studio today, and it all went pink. All went to poo. And we had to restart the whole damn thing. So, yeah, it was poo. So we had to restart the whole thing. But hey, we got it working now. And we got your chat on screen. And I figured out how to highlight chats. Thanks to Chrysanth, too. But yeah, like Animation Overload says, let me get my Freudian floaties. Let me get my Freudian floaties out. I love it. Chrysanth's like, what was that? I wanted to watch some chicks do idle chit chat. I'd walk over to the cafe. I'd walk over to the cafeteria. Yeah. Well, that's the first clip out of a movie. It's a 1-minute clip, but apparently it's supposed to hang around this club and all this sex and nudity and all this other shit going on. So who knows, Chrysanth? You might at least get to see some boobies out of it. Free the bees, Chrysanth. Free the bees. Free the bees. Jim Bone says, okay, time to go. All right, Jim Bone. I would say have a good time, but it's not going to be a good time. But you know what? The Lord be with you. And I know everything's going to be all right with your wife. So appreciate you being here, buddy. Always appreciate you being here. Good to see you. And we're going to find some time this weekend to play Hell Pie. So don't you worry. Appreciate you, Jim Bone. Have a good day, man. As best you can anyway. Animation Overload says the artists who can make nudity more than just nudity are typically the ones who wouldn't. That's true too. That is true too. That is true too. That is very true too. So that's probably gonna be just some stupid foreign French film where it's an excuse for everybody to get naked. So yeah. Yep. But yeah. This I thought was really funny though. Jeremy Clarkson says he quit the Grand Tour after running out of ideas and becoming unfit, fat, and old. First clips are supposed to be look to be interesting to hook the viewer. That made me want to take a nap at my desk. That's fair, Chrysanth. That's fair. Yeah, just a couple of chicks talking in a vehicle. Like, it didn't really tell you much. It kind of showed you some of the tension when she was reaching her hands up around dude's face and he was like, "Get off me." But it's like it didn't really tell you much about what was going on in the movie. Like, yeah, pretty dumb clip, I guess. I'm sure the trailer will be full of all the sex and nudity and all of that kind of stuff, though. I wonder if they'll do a Red Band trailer. That would be interesting. Do a Red Band trailer of that thing. We could probably get away with watching that on Rumble. That'd be interesting. But yeah, just definitely not something that interesting. And then the description, like I said, doesn't really sound much better either. So it's probably just going to be dumb. It's probably going to be dumb. But yeah, it's just going to be some artsy fartsy film. So whatever. But I thought this was funny. I used to watch the Grand Tour. I haven't finished it all, but I binge watched like a season and a half on Amazon Prime one time. But this was great. Jeremy Clarkson says he's quit the Grand Tour after running out of ideas and becoming unfit, fat, and old. And JR24 says, I thought France was canceled over on the YouTube. Now France definitely not canceled. We'd like to cancel France sometimes. But in an interview with the Times of London, Clarkson said it was becoming increasingly difficult to conjure up outlandish adventures for the show and that the presenters were all showing their age. Clarkson, who is 63, said, I've driven cars higher than anyone else and further north than anyone else. We've done everything you can do with a car. When we had meetings about what to do next, people just threw their arms up in the air. He added the Grand Tour missions are immensely physical and have become increasingly difficult when you're unfit, fat, and old. If you're Bear Grylls, you go to a hotel. There aren't any hotels in the Sahara Desert, Clarkson said. Clarkson calls out Bear Grylls, saying he's a pussy. Yeah, there you go. Oh, that's great. Clarkson will continue to host Clarkson's Farm for Amazon. Yep. That series has become the highest streamer's highest rated UK original. That's awesome. No, that's funny. That's freaking great. Yeah. I'm fat and old, and that shit's a lot of work. Yeah, absolutely. I love that Bear Grylls goes to a hotel, though. Shots fired. I love that. That's fucking great. That's wild. Oh, well, rest in peace, Grand Tour. Always good to go back and binge it. Those guys were just absolutely hilarious together. If you've never watched the Grand Tour, I highly recommend it. Those guys are hilarious together. But yeah, here it is. Here's the story as to why Taylor Swift was trending yesterday. Taylor Swift AI nudes provoke fandom uproar on X. Disgusting as hell. The singer is the victim of several graphic AI-generated pornographic images circulated on social media platforms. Pornographic nude images of Taylor Swift that were generated using AI have been circulated on social media, provoking massive outrage among her fans and beyond. Well, now see, there's a problem with that sentence right there. Pornographic nude images of Taylor Swift. They're not pornographic nude images of Taylor Swift. Somebody used Taylor Swift's likeness and in an AI generator created images of what the AI would think she looks like naked. But, that's just splitting hairs, I guess. The fake images, deep fakes, well, something we've been worried about, portrayed Swift in several sexualized positions, which partially clad in Kansas City Chiefs garb among hordes of fellow Chiefs fans. We saw some of those earlier. According to the Daily Dot, the images were seen at least 22 million times before X cracked down on the post. Swift fans rallied to report the images and also flooded social media site with positive posts about the singer that contained words such as Taylor Swift AI to try and drown out the lurid fakes, causing the topic to trend Thursday morning. Yep, we went over that. Yeah, we saw that yesterday. The images were also reportedly found on Facebook, Instagram, and Reddit. Of course they are, which have similarly been trying to clamp down on their spread. You can't stop the internet. One account in particular has been cited as causing images to go viral, though it's unclear if the user also created the images. And some Democratic Virginia senator reportedly warned about AI could be used to generate non-consensual intimate imagery. Bitch, Glenn Beck's been warning about deep fake technology and the threat that AI could cause for over a decade. I don't want to hear that bullshit. Let's see. Protect her. Don't misuse tech. Taylor Swift AI is disgusting as hell. Please protect Taylor Swift. I mean, yeah, it's fucked up and it's stupid, but you're never going to be able to stop this. The technology is out there now. It is always going to happen. I hope there's a place in hell specially reserved for people who think making explicit photos of a woman is okay and acceptable. I hope they go to hell and it's scary and torturous. Or I hope that hell is scary and torturous. Well, try picking up a Bible. You'll find out real quick. And actually, yeah, they do. This is funny. The amount of bad arguments I've seen in favor of shit like this is Taylor Swift AI pics is baffling. You only care because it's Taylor. No, I guarantee you the only reason any of this outrage exists is because of Taylor Swift. If this was of some college cheerleader, like it'd make the rounds in the circles at the college, but it would never make national news. The only reason any of these articles are getting written is because it's Taylor Swift. I guarantee you there has been a million pictures like this already created. They've been creating deep fakes of pornos from fucking actresses and fucking celebrities for years. This is nothing new. This is literally nothing new. Now it's just super easy for everybody to access and utilize. And that's what they're freaking out over. Fucking hypocrites. Fucking hypocrites. Seems like YouTube side is slower than Rumble. Well, that would make sense since we're using Rumble Studio. That would make sense since we're using Rumble Studio. But yeah, no, is it a shitty thing to do? Absolutely. Would I ever do something like that? No. Why fucking bother? Just wait. Eventually the real nudes will get leaked. But like, it's just like, it's so fucking dumb. Like, it's just like, this is going to happen. You're not going to be able to stop this. You're not going to be able to stop it. This is what happens when we get to AI shit. This is what's going to happen. Ain't no stopping it. So you don't want shit like this to happen. Keep your face off the internet. That's about the best I can tell you because it's going to fucking happen. People have been stealing, Instagram fucking thoughts, pictures for years and making fake accounts and catfishing motherfuckers and all kinds of other shit. And it's like, how did you know? Everyone saw this coming and y'all want to freak out and act like it's some fucking, you can't stop it. It's too late. You're just going to have to fucking deal with it now. Welcome to the internet. And yeah, if fucking obviously Facebook and all the rest of these places, they want to ban this stuff and remove it, by all means, go right fucking ahead. I don't give a shit. I don't care one way or the other about it. But it's just like, you can't stop this. It's the fucking cat's out of the bag. Cat's out of the fucking bag, man. So, oh well. No problem, JR24. Good to see you, my friend. Big Rob 99. Good to see you, Rob. Checking out the Rumble Studio Discs. Big Rob says, I got here just in time. Those T-Swift AI pics are nuts, but how is it different than some dude with Photoshop and too much time on his hands? Exactly, Rob. Exactly. First Amendment and all of that. Exactly. Because that's, and I appreciate that, Your Average Patriot Nerd. Exactly. He said, stop for a second to find the channel. Hail, thank you, Your Average Patriot Nerd. But yeah, exactly. Like, they're not going to be able to stop this. And it's funny. That was the thing. That was one of the things in the article. One of the chicks was like, you say we only care because it's Taylor Swift. You do. You don't care about, you didn't raise a ruckus over all of the celebrity deep fake porn that's been out there for fucking years. You know what I mean? Like, you don't say shit. You don't say shit when they fucking use this kind of stuff to do fucking de-aging shit with fucking kids photographs and shit, or grown adults photographs. It's like, there's a whole fucking underbelly of this shit that has been going around forever. And yes, the only reason this has become a big stink and the only reason the Hollywood Reporter is writing a fucking article about it is because it's Taylor Swift and they were all over Twitter, or they were all over X. That's the only reason. And I agree with you, Animation Overload. They are both bad. But like, this shit is, it's the genie's out of the fucking box. The genie's out of the fucking bottle. The Dybbuk is out of the box. I think might be an actual better accurate representation for this. The Dybbuk is out of the box. There's nothing you can do to put it back. There is nothing you can do to put it back. Low Spec Linux Laptop over on the YouTube side. Good to see you. But yeah, they are both bad, but it's like it's genie's out of the bottle, man. So this shit's always going to fucking happen. And the only reason, I guarantee you, the guy that was doing it, that created it, Probably wasn't looking for fucking jerk off material. Probably wasn't looking for anything like that. Just wanted to be edgy. Taylor Swift's been in the news constantly because of this bullshit with the Chiefs because she's dating one of the fucking players, right? Turning this NFL into fucking Swiftie territory. And you know what? It's probably some guy who's also into football and also knows how to use computer AI shit. And decided, you know what? This is going to be funny. We're going to make some fucked up memes about this shit, especially the Chiefs football player stuff. You know what I mean? That makes perfect sense. You know, that's what's going to happen. This is it's going to happen. You know what I mean? So fucking wild. Are those AI generated things free or pay to use? So there is a lot of them. There's a lot of them that are free to use. And then there are some that you can pay for. And there's plenty of free to use ones that you can do pretty much whatever you want. A lot of them are browser based. Some of them you can download. The really fancy high end ones you have to pay for. But like the shit they're doing, like let's go find Yellow. We'll look at a few of these ones from Yellow Flash's tweet because Yellow Flash decided to just fucking roast this whole situation, which I find absolutely hilarious. Where's that tweet from Yellow Flash? It's kind of small, so I missed it. There it is. But like some of these we can definitely get away with showing, but like some of that stuff, like these ones, right? Like this right here, like this is some of the shit they generated, right? And like that's a pretty decent one, but like this is shit you can do with like the free ones and stuff, you know, and like that's what this stuff is, you know, it's just like this is some football player, or this is some guy who's a favorite of football. And you know, and it's like these pictures almost look real if it wasn't for the fact that the coloring's so wrong with this shit. Darren says I use ChatGPT for free all the time. Yeah, ChatGPT, absolutely. Yeah, the animation overload. The only solution is Jesus. Absolutely, animation overload. Absolutely. But like, yeah, this shit, like anybody could do this, and that's what I'm saying. It's like this stuff was probably generated by some pissed off Chiefs fan that knows how to use AI. That was sick and fucking tired about hearing about Taylor Swift and the fucking Chiefs, and that being all it was about. And decided, you know what? Yeah, fuck this shit. You know what I mean? The Kermit one's pretty fucking funny, actually. But yeah, that's fucking some of this shit was fucking great. You know, but it's just like, you know, most of that's what the stuff is like. And like, this is like AI generated stuff. You know, it's like, obviously this is fake. You know what I mean? Like, this one's fucking funny. I think that one's hilarious, but it's like, just like, you know, like this is the shit people are doing. Like, what did you expect? You know, like this is what happens when you trend on the internet and you piss off football fans. Like, what did you expect? So I don't know. I think it's pretty fucking funny. Yeah, the images are always so uncanny valley. Yeah, something about them always looks wrong, right? Something about them always looks off. Like I've seen some stuff made that looked like it was just like CGI, but like something about these always looks wrong. Now, at least these ones don't have like extra limbs and stuff like that that make these ones super obvious, but like something about them always looks off. And not like in that Photoshop, like the way they've messed with pictures and stuff like that. Like, yeah, something about him always looks a little bit off. That one probably looks the realest out of all of them. But even then, something doesn't quite look right about the eyes and the eyelashes. Like, yeah, look at this. As you can tell right here, the eyelashes. They've got like eyelash resolutions that are supposed to be black right here and show off eyelashes, but the eyelash is fucked up right here. So it's like stuff like that, you know, but JR says, I remember seeing on YouTube that AI can do some animation. Yes, it can. I've seen some, we actually showed off a video, this is months ago, of a really good animation, a really good AI trailer. It was all completely done with AI. And I mean, it looked like the most epic sci-fi, you know, story that you have ever seen. And it looked like they just done some CGI to real people. It was wild. Now that's the kind of stuff you got to pay for. Those are the high-end fancy ones. People look like they're made of plastic. Yeah, it's a good point, Darren. It's a good point. Yeah, Mike has bad knees. You're being really bold scrolling on that thread. Yeah, well, I looked at it a little bit earlier, and I kind of know how far not to go down on that one. But yeah, I know. Bold scrolling on that one. But yeah, the Barroom Podcast, I think that's the great one, the MAGA hat. But yeah, I mean, that's just like I said, it's genie's out of the bottle, man. Like, there's nothing they can do to stop this now, and this is just what's going to get out. All this is going to be is rage bait for people in the future. That's all this is going to be. It's going to give, places like the Hollywood Reporter to write articles over it, meme lords and people that like to be edgy, like Yellow Flash, which I think Yellow Flash isn't trying to be edgy. I think he just thinks it's funny as fuck. That everybody's getting so butthurt over it. I think that, I think it's just, that's what this is going to be for the future. It's whoever the new pop celebrity that's everybody, that's America's darling for whatever fucking 5 minutes of fame that they are. They're just going to fucking get over it. It's just going to be rage bait. That's what it's going to happen. It's just going to be rage bait. And the problem is they're going to get so fucking good. They're going to get so good at one point, you're not going to be able to tell. It's going to get to that point. And that's when y'all think you're upset now. Like, you're basically, what's going to happen is nobody's going to believe. Oh, holy shit. I just thought of a positive that might come out of this. Right? No wannabe celebrity in the future will ever be able to have a sex tape, quote unquote, leaked, or have their naked pictures, quote unquote, leaked onto the internet ever again to be able to try to get their 15 minutes of fame. Like Kim Kardashian, Paris Hilton, those kind of people, right? You're not gonna be able to release a sex tape and get famous anymore because no one's gonna believe it's real. No one's going to believe it's a real leaked sex tape or real leaked photos of you naked because they all look so real, and you'll have people that'll always make their AI stuff look like it's obviously AI, that uncanny valley effect that like people were talking about. But it's not, you're not going to be able to get clout off of those anymore, which, hey, that might actually be a good thing for all of us. No more Kardashians. That would be nice. That would be nice. Because it is imaginary, not made by a person. Yes, it is. Maybe you can make your new logo with it. Yeah, that's true too. I should probably play with some of that stuff. I would probably play with some of that stuff. See how I can do it. But yeah, criminals caught on camera will claim it's fake. That's where the things are really going to be hard. That's where things are going to get interesting. That's where things. See, these people think your AI nudes are the scariest thing in the world. Nah. Wait till the government makes up a fake video of you committing a crime just to arrest you. Remember how that public opinion, remember how we used to be guilty until proven innocent, and now everything, or we used to be guilty. Yeah, we are guilty until proven innocent. Freudian slip. We are guilty until proven innocent now. Remember how it used to be innocent until proven guilty? Yeah. Oh God, that's gonna be the dangerous part. Is the government actually faking videos to do that to people? Like, that's going to be there. Well, for every fake video that's going to be out there, there's going to be somebody out there who can analyze it and tell that it's fake. Now, a person that are just looking at it, no. If you can back into the code and you can look at it, there should be a way to tell. Or guess what? We're all going to go back to fucking tape and CD drives and shit like that. So yeah, they'll I'd imagine for stuff like that there'll be a way to tell. You'd have to look at the code, but what if you don't get a chance to look at the code of the original video? What if this video was just posted and screen recorded, with OBS or 4K downloader or anything like that? How are you? Oh, it's a frightening little world out there, boys and girls. It's a frightening little world out there. Mike has bad, and he says innocent people convicted by video evidence because the government will have access to the best AI. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I'm worried about. Yeah, your average Patriot nerd over on YouTube says the Running Man. Yeah, absolutely, the Running Man. JR24 says gotta go. All right, JR24, we'll see you later, buddy. JR24, good to see you, my friend. Animation over this says, if you want a new logo, I'd give it a shot. Let me know how you want it to look. Yeah, I mean, I'm good with the logo we've got right now. I was just thinking about maybe something for the, and we've talked about the t-shirt stuff and things like that. What I really want is I want to find somebody who can make me like those cool little overlays, like what Geeks and Gamers uses, the ones with like the fire and the flames that actually like move and like things like twinkle in the background. Like Ryan's got the little star thing in the background. I want to know how to do it. I want to be able to do those. And Arudai gave me a group of people that do them that he gets all of his overlays for, but doing all that stuff's a little beyond, well, not beyond my skill level, beyond my patience and time level is always the problem with a lot of that stuff. So Joe Expert will claim something is fake, real, and people will claim the expert report is fake. Yeah. I mean, that's just the world we're going to have to live into. That's why I say everything's going to have to be live streamed in the future. Because, otherwise you're not going to know. And like a live stream with an interactive chat, like what we've got over here. That's the only thing that's going to make any sense. So people won't know what to trust besides God. That is absolutely, absolutely, Darren Hughes. Absolutely, my friend. Absolutely. All right. But yeah, good discussion on AI. I did not expect that to explode that much like that. So I appreciate you guys having that great discussion with me. That's good. I like seeing that. All because of Taylor Swift's nude, fake AI nude photos out there. So yeah, there you go. This is something going to be a little bit more in depth for what we're doing right now.
I can't wait to see you in GTA 6.
See me in GTA.
Because that's, oh, never mind. They just got the full interview. Yeah, that's definitely not happened. I'd be curious to watch that later though and see what all he has to say about the new upcoming GTA and how he feels about it and stuff like that. Or he just looks like an old school black guy, so maybe not. Yeah, we'll see what happens with that one. We'll see what happens with that. Let's see here. I want to see if there's a trailer for this one because this might be something new, good from Netflix picks up Japanese animation film The Imaginary from Global Bulletin. Worldwide rights to The Imaginary, a currently on release Japanese animation film from Ducio Studio Ponic. Oh, okay. Studio Ponic is thrilled to bring our storytelling and innovative hand-drawn, hand-painted animated films to all audiences, in particular to children and their families to enjoy together around the world on Netflix. Ooh, I like the way this sounds. Let's see. The film's directed by Momoso Yoshiyuki, something like that. Yuki, I don't know. But he had 2017's Mary and the Witch's Flower, Spirited Away, Princess Mononoke, and Porco Rosso. Oh, it's adapted from a film by A.F. Harold. All right. Portrays the depths of humanity and creativity through the eyes of young Amanda and her imaginary companion, Roger. Their fantastical adventures launched from her attic lead them to discover a magical world of creatures and places never before seen until a sinister force threatens to destroy their imaginary world and their friendship within it. Well, there you go. That might be good to watch for the kids. Let's see if we can find a trailer for it real quick. There we go. The Imaginary. Oh, that's a different one. That's a Five Nights at Freddy's. Yeah, looks more okay. Official trailer. What do we got here? How long is that one? 134. That's not bad. We can watch that real quick. But yeah, here we go. The Imaginary. Let's check this out. See if this would be good for the kids, the grandkids, the nieces, and the nephews. No one can hear you. Your imaginaries are always forgotten and disappear. Rude. I'm sure they'll do a dub version of this. His name is Roger. A girl who lost love created it as her imaginary. Humans forget us. There's no getting around that. There is but little time for you. Either you simply disappear or come with me. Whoa. Whoa.
決めるのはお前だ。
The choice is yours. Evil cat with two colored eyes. No, indeed. Holy cow.
Raja.
Raja. Yeah,
屋根裏のラジャー。
that looks beautiful.
やあかさ、
Well,
イマジナリーの世界へ。
huh. I'm sure they'll do an English dub for that because I know I can't get my kids to read that, but that looks beautiful though. It looks gorgeous. Animation Overload says I gotta go. Head out. I gotta head out. See you later. See you, Animation Overload. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. But yeah, that looks beautiful. That looks beautiful. There we go. That looks beautiful. I'll have to check that out when it comes over there. Apple Podcast is getting auto-generated transcripts. I think that's kind of cool. Now we got another trailer here to check out. Check out the creepy trailer for Stop Motion. You know we love us some stop motion. Stop Motion's the name of it. An upcoming horror film starring Aislinn Francisco, Stella Gaunt, and Tom York. Let's see what this looks like. The picture's freaking creepy. It's going to be rated R. Ellie Blake is a stop-motion animator who is struggling to control her demons after the loss of her overbearing mother. Suddenly alone in the world, she embarks upon the creation of a macabre new puppet film, which soon becomes the battleground for her sanity. As Ella's mind starts to fracture, the characters in her animated film take on a terrifying life of their own, and the unleashed power of her imagination threatens to destroy her. That's interesting. Jack Tarled! Good to see you. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Darren, he says, ooh, I want to check out that Honest trailer for One Piece. Oh, I bet you that would be entertaining. I would bet that would be very entertaining. Well, we do have 5 minutes of bonus time thanks to Mike Has Bad Knees today. So we checked out a little trailer for him earlier that was really funny about the Pals game. But yeah, good to see you, Jack. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. We're checking out Rumble Studio today, kind of playing with things. We got a different way to pin the chat and stuff like that. So that's kind of interesting. So yeah. But yeah, let's check out this horror trailer. Let's see what this is. Oh, stop motion. Rated R. What do we got here? Content, gore, some language, sexual material, and a brief drug material. No nudity. Come on, man. Bring the nudity back in horror movies. Make boobies great again.
Such a morbid imagination. Bringing dead things to life.
What the fuck? Well, that's creepy.
Hey, she emerges from her cave.
Hello.
When do you think you'll finish this film of yours?
I don't know.
Stop motion is tedious work.
What's all that stuff?
It's called stop motion animation. What do you think?
It's a bit boring.
It's not finished. It's not boring.
Make a new one.
A new one.
Yeah. I know a better story. You want to hear it?
That's not creepy at all.
There's a girl. She's scared. There's someone coming.
Who's coming?
The man no one wants to meet.
The Ashman.
You can bring it to life.
What does the Ashman do?
Don't be scared.
Whatever it is you think you saw back there, it's not real.
I don't want to make this film anymore.
One of the few favorite horror.
The next bit of the story.
What the fuck?
I want to go. I want to go. What happens when it takes on a life of its own?
Dude. Oh, that gives me the chills. I'm kind of interested in that one. Holy cow. That reminds me of like Puppet Master. Kind of gives me that kind of Puppet Master vibes from like the first one, what was still kind of scary. And before it got a little silly, but yeah, like the first couple of ones where it was still pretty scary and creepy. And like, oh, I love stop motion animation too. So that just makes it even doubly creepy. That sounds, it sounds like she's using parts of her own body in order to put that thing together and create the doll. Oh man, that looks fucking gnarly. We're going to keep an eye on that one. When's that supposed to come out? Does it say here? Let's see what this says here. US theaters on February 23rd and on Shudder on May 31st. Oh, so it's gonna be one of those Shudder ones. Yeah, that makes sense for IFC Films. Oh, that looks creepy. Dude, that looks creepy as shit. Holy cow. We're gonna keep an eye on that one. Stop motion. February 23rd, stop motion. Oh, that is so fucking creepy on so many levels. Holy God in heaven. Holy God in heaven. Oh, but boys and girls, you know what's not creepy? And did you guys see the little dingy thing that popped up when he sent it? Darren Hughes for $25. That's a whole lot of grease between our gears, boys and girls. Thank you very much, Darren Hughes. Says, how about for $25? Says, how about even out the overtime to a half an hour? Sounds good. We are officially going until 2:40 or 1:45 now, boys and girls. Since we started 15 minutes late because of the issues with Rumble Studio this morning, we're going until 1:45 now. So thank you very much for that, Darren Hughes. Appreciate that, my friend. Very, very kind of you on a very, very nice $5 Fridays. $25. Thank you so very much for that, Darren Hughes. I really, really appreciate that, man. Holy cow. Thank you very, very much for that, my friend. Appreciate that very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We'll just leave that up there for a little while. We'll give you a pin on screen for we got a timer on this one. We'll give you the pin on screen for 5 minutes. Elemental MJ, what's going on? Good to see you. Says, what's good, nerds? What's going on, Elemental MJ? Glad you made it in. So yeah, now Darren Hughes, we definitely have plenty of time to check out the Honest trailer for One Piece later. Your average Patriot nerds, he's going back to driving. All right, be safe out there, my friend. Appreciate you. Thank you, your average Patriot nerd. Mike has bad news. Says, yeah, little girls are creepy. Yeah, especially like that. Yeah, dude, that looked disturbing as all hell. Like, yeah, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. That's, oh man. Yeah, that just looks creepy as all hell, man. Holy cow. So yeah, I have to keep an eye out for that one. I don't know if it's something that I'd go see in the theaters per se. Maybe it'd probably be way scarier in the theater, but hell, turn my room all dark on my big TV on the size of all of our TVs nowadays. It'd be scary too. So yeah, holy cow. Ooh, that's disturbing. So yeah, boys and girls, we are officially on the clock until 1:45 today. So I appreciate that very much, Darren Hughes. We'll be going on another $5, very, very successful $5 Fridays. Thank you very much for that, Darren Hughes. But yeah, that looks creepy as hell. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, this looks creepy as hell. I'm here for it. There we go. I'm here for it. Elemental MJ says, going well, slept like shit, but here I am in a rush to get morning routine done so I can make a reaction video for Tom McDonald's latest drop. There you go, Elemental MJ. That's a great way to get subscribers, man. That's a great way to get that stuff to turn out. But I know our Vets Talking channel, Adam and Green-Haired Anti-Liberal, they're recording one today. And yeah, they'll get that out. Hopefully that gets some good views. The last couple of ones didn't get such good views, but I think considering this one's with Ben Shapiro, there's no way it shouldn't do well. Elemental MJ asks, what is $5 Fridays? So $5 Fridays is something that the chat actually suggested a while back when we were months and months back when we were still on YouTube full time as well. And essentially what it is, so normally I do a 2-hour morning show, right? From 11 to 1 o'clock. And then I cut out and I go do other videos and I take care of other business and I go do things like that. But on Fridays, a lot of time we didn't generally produce as much content because Fridays weren't always great days for videos. It was better just to do some stuff on Saturday a lot of the time. And so we came up with a thing that was like for every $5 you donate, we'll go for another 5 minutes. So you get to control how long the show goes. When we get into overtime, we can watch, bonus time. We can watch whatever you guys want to watch. We can watch trailers. We watched a freaking the 50th anniversary of the Doctor Who special one time because we went for so long. But yeah, just doing stuff like that. Like I think our record was 3:30. Like we literally had to screen snipe. We were screen sniping. We were screen watching FNT for like 10, 15 minutes towards the end of the show because we went all the way until 3:30. But yeah, that's what it is. It's a great way for you guys to control the show, decide how long I go, how long I'm in this chair, how long we keep going and going through the news or going through trailers or going through whatever else you guys want to do. We even did a video game edition one Friday. But yeah, that's what $5 Fridays are, Elemental MJ. So yeah, something that the chat and I kind of came up with one day and gives you a little ability to control the show. So a lot of people like that, get to keep me stuck out here longer and going for longer and stuff like that. So yeah, things like that. So yeah, that's what it is, Elemental. Thank you. Yeah. Shout out to like Darren Hughes and a bunch of the other guys in the chat that really kind of solidified that down. That was pretty cool. Pretty fun thing. So yeah, since I started late this morning because we're testing out Rumble Studios today, and I had some issues on the back end, and we had to like restart the whole stream, and it was a big old mess. But yeah, we were already going to go until 1:15, and between Darren Hughes and Mike has bad knees, we're now going to go until 1:45. So yeah, that's how we're going today. The official extra half an hour today. So yeah, that's what we're doing on that. But this is kind of interesting. I thought this was kind of interesting because British national history vet Lucy Van Beek launches Tailfeather Productions' first project is Netflix Alexander: The Making of a God. Now, I'm assuming this is about Alexander the Great since she's a British natural history vet. Let's see. Does it tell us anything about? Let's see here. Van Beek says her mission with Tailfeather is to use the latest research and technology combined with journalistic rigor and compelling storytelling to craft specialist factual experiences that will resonate with audiences. We want to unlock the past in new ways and to examine the natural world using the very best tools and latest research available to us. Huh. But it doesn't specifically say what. Oh, here we go. Alexander, which is being made in association with her former employee Lion Television, will drop in 5 days' time and use contemporary accounts and fact-based archaeology to tell the story of one of the greatest rulers of all time. Yeah, okay, see, that's what I thought. Yeah, Alexander the Great. So, yeah. Well, that'll be interesting. Contemporary accounts and fact-based archaeology. That'll be interesting to say. That'll be interesting to see. Yeah. Huh. I don't know. I like documentaries and stuff. Alexander the Great's a pretty interesting character, so I just thought that was kind of interesting. See how that goes. Hopefully it won't end up being trash. We'll find out eventually. This I thought was funny. Any of you MCU fans know? Any of you MCU fans out there know who Kiori is? Any of you Marvel fans know who Kiori is? Probably not. But supposedly will make her live action MCU debut within the next 4 years. So probably has some attachment to Echo because she's Indian and stuff like that. But yeah, if this comes out, it's going to be a box office disaster if they try to make this into a movie or introduce this character into a movie. If it's going to be a D+ television show, it's going to be an absolute fucking disaster. It's going to be an absolute fucking disaster. So yeah. Pretty fucking funny though. I think it's just one of those concept things that's been around for a while. And now that, Echo's out, they're like, oh, we could do another Indian character. Yeah. Who? Kiori? Yeah. Who? Nobody fucking knows who that is. Nobody knows who the fuck that is. I'd imagine this is something out in the new fucking comics, but Tom drops this off here. He's got fucking Superboy and Nightwing talking. And it says, so I'm bi. How about you? I guess I've only ever dated women, but I mean, look at me. Seriously, look at me. I'm gorgeous. I'm an absolute snack. I've got to be at least a little queer. What the fuck? And no, apparently it's the real dialogue. Yeah, no. Yep, nope. Oh no, it's not. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. Okay, good. It's not. But that's funny. That's the sad part is. No, it's not actual dialogue. No, it's yeah, see, okay, it's fake. Thank God. But like that's the bad part. We all expect it to be real. We all expect it to be real. Oh, we all expect it to be fucking real at this point. Oh man. Anybody that like the Batman out there, Batman star Jeffrey Wright shares update on upcoming sequel. I haven't been able to make it to that movie. I keep falling asleep. I need to stop trying to watch it at night while I'm intoxicated. That would probably be helpful. So you've seen, okay. So when he's talking to Gordon tonight, he said, yeah, it's a fake panel. Yeah. You're right, Jack. It's totally fake. I appreciate you looking into that though. Jack's great at knowing all the story behind a lot of the Twitter stuff that's going on out there. So basically nothing, at least he doesn't know anything. He says, you've seen as much of the script as I have at this point. I don't want to jump ahead. I just want to go forward with it. Clearly I'm Lieutenant Gordon at the end of the first film. So maybe moving up in the ranks, I suppose, but I haven't seen anything yet. I'm being patient. Let Matt Reeves do his thing, which is going to be magical and wonderful. Looking forward to diving back in. So yeah, literally fucking nothing. Nothing new. Nothing fucking new. Yeah, it is a fake panel, but it is very believable. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, no actual updates on the Batman movie in case anybody was curious. But yeah, that's the sad part of the state of the affairs of the comic book industry right now, boys and girls. We all expect it to be real. We all expect it to be real because we've seen them do shit like that so many times in these modern fucking comics, man. Ruin all of our favorite characters and everything else. It's just like, ugh. That's why we read Rippaverse comics. That's why we read independent comics. That's why we read comics that are on fundmycomic.com and all those other wonderful places. Jason Sandberg, Jupiter. All those good things out there. So, but all right. I'll be right back, boys and girls. I gotta take a tinkle. So enjoy the be right back screen. And stick around for the cat. You're not going to want to miss the cat at the end. No one wants to miss the cat at the end. I'll be right back.
Votre jury.
Hey, Ron.
Hey, Billy. That hurt.
Yeah. Derrida. What the is this? Watch your profanity.
Right, I'm sorry.
Let the past die. Kill it if you have to.
Liffy, come here. Turn off the bed.
There we go. And we're back, boys and girls. So, got some shitty news this morning. My son's grandma passed away this morning in a fire, apparently. And so that was pretty fucking crazy. I got that text message right before the stream started today, but I didn't really feel like starting off the stream with a sad thing. But it's almost 1 o'clock, so we're gonna get our prayer for the day here in a minute. And yeah, a fucking fire. It's like, Jesus, I don't know what the details are or anything like that, but that's just fucking nuts. It's fucking nuts. She was a great grandma too to my son. Everybody called her Pookie. And she was always coming down here to spend time with the kids and shit like that. And God, I can't even imagine what my son's going through right now. So yeah, that fucking sucks. So my ex-wife's got to go up to Missouri and deal with all of that right now, and yeah, that fucking blows. No fun at all. But we've got our verse of the day, and 1 Samuel 3:10 today. The Lord came and stood there, calling as at the other times, Samuel, Samuel. Then Samuel said, Speak, for your servant is listening. Indeed. Speak, for your servant is listening. Yeah, we could all use a little more listening to God, couldn't we? Oh, the oldest gamer. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Glad you made it in today. Glad you made it in. So, yeah. Good to see you. Good to see you, the oldest gamer. We're checking out the Rumble Studio today, so I can't highlight your stuff quite as big as normal, but good to see you. We've got a trailer to watch here. Sydney Sweeney, haunted by mysterious pregnancy and immaculate trailer. Now, I thought we saw a teaser for this a while back, but it was just a teaser. So apparently now they've released the full trailer. This comes out on March 22nd. Sydney Sweeney learns that not all convents are safe places for worship in the first trailer for the forthcoming horror film Immaculate. So let's see. So Immaculate stars Sweeney as a Cecilia, a deeply religious woman who moves into a convent in the Italian countryside, but soon learns that her new home holds terrifying secrets. The footage shows Sweeney's character finding out about her miraculous pregnancy before her path takes a terrible turn. Well, let's check this out. General Duality! Good to see you, my friend. Says, hail all. Too much crazy shit happening in Texas right now. Stay safe, everyone. Hey, I feel you, General Duality. I'm about 2.5 hours north of that border. So I'm quite a ways from Eagle Pass, though. That's a little bit farther west of me than that. But, yep, I believe it. Stand with Texas, baby. I think we're going to be all right. So I think we're going to be all right. Be very interesting to see how this all goes down. Personally, I think it's a lot of posturing by the Fed. I don't know if they've got the balls to actually try to go toe-to-toe with. I think what's going to happen is this is going to be in the stupidest back and forth of spy versus spy. You know, 1 week, the federal government's going to come in. They're going to cut down all the Constantine wire. Next week, or as soon as they leave, Texas is going to go back in there and put it all right, put all the barbed wire right back, and then it's just going to, it's just going to be a back and forth forever. I don't know. Maybe I can't see anybody coming to blows, but I've been wrong before. So, but let's check out this trailer. We don't get too much into politics today, but yeah, shit is going crazy today. Shit is going crazy. Let's check out this Sydney Sweeney trailer. Let's check this out.
God saved me for a reason, but I'm still searching for what that reason is. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Hello?
I know God saved me for a reason, but I guess I'm still searching for what that reason is.
Too much blood of Christ.
It's a miracle. You are with child.
Nice trip out of The Omen. Come on now. What a ripoff.
Out of all the women in the world, why did he choose me?
How can we trust what's inside you?
You shouldn't trust what's inside her. Fucking Antichrist.
Suffering. Is love. Suffering. 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 Is love.
Oh, see right through that. What the fuck? What the fuck? That is wild. That is fucking wild. I don't know. That's seems just kind of like a slightly different take on The Omen. You even had the chick fall off the top of the roof. So I don't know. But yes, the oldest gamer, General Duality. Appreciate you guys being here very much. Always good to see you on another wonderful $5 Fridays. We are going until 1:45 today, boys and girls, because we've got a half an hour of bonus time thanks to all of the generous donations out there in the chat. So as usual, if you haven't been here before, $5 Fridays, for every $5 donation or more that we get, we will go for another 5 minutes on that one. So yeah. We're currently at 1:45 right now. And the reason why that is normally it starts at 1 o'clock. Normally we'd already be into bonus time right now, but because of all the issues we had with Rumble Studios in the beginning, we started about 15 minutes late. So to make it fair, we're going to do that. So yeah, immaculate. I mean, you at least get to see Sydney Sweeney's boobs in it, it looks like. So that might be worth seeing it. Tech Tarlad says, now that looks awesome. See, there you go. Jack Tarlad's excited by it. Let's see. It releases releases on March 22nd, Jack. So, yeah. I don't know if that was Sydney Sweeney body double or actually her floating in that water, but hey, you might at least get to see that. But I mean, it looks like, it's just like I said, feels like a little bit too much of The Omen for me personally, but like I'd still be down to watch it. Like my wife was like, hey, let's watch this horror movie. I'm like, all right, let's check it out. I'd be down to watch it. I'd be down to watch it. So make sure you already smash that like button too if you haven't already as you come in. I certainly appreciate it. It gives me an accurate amount of folks that are here. Oh yeah. There we go. Did anybody hear anything about Warhaven? You guys know anything about the Warhaven game at all? Catholics, check actual women who are pregnant, check intersectional feminism. Missing. That's a good point. Yeah, that's true. So, at least it doesn't seem like it's woke at all. So I guess that's something at least. Doesn't look like it's woke, Jack. Jack Tarlad says, yeah, doesn't look like it's woke. No intersectional feminism in that one, at least. Horror movies don't do well when they have intersectional feminism. I mean, nothing does well when they have intersectional feminism, but horror movies really do bad when they don't have intersectional feminism. No. I mean, they do really bad. They do really, really bad when they have intersectional feminism in there. So. But yeah, if nobody's heard about the Warhammer Haven games, it's shutting down in April, just 6 months after it launched on Steam in early access. And yeah, that's one of the crappy parts about that kind of stuff. So one of the crappy parts about all that kind of stuff. But yeah, oh well, I don't even know if Warhaven was any good or not. Bunch of fucking bullshit drama going on. Fucking just because Luke Stone, who is a friend of this channel, he's also a veteran and he's a fucking former preacher. Created fundmycomic.com. And like the dude interviewed freaking Ripa talking about the comic book and everything else that he's been going on. And now there's fucking assholes out there going, I'll never support you. I'll never buy another comic that's on your platform ever again because you interviewed Eric July. And it's like, y'all are fucking stupid. Luke's like, I have a neutral platform and don't get involved in throwing punches or taking sides. Exactly. I promote comics from all kinds of walks of people. Eric is supporting campaigns on Fund My Comic, and it's been an encourager of what we are doing. We hate to see you go, but refuse to apologize for treating people respectfully. Yep. Gonna have a bunch of these fucking books. That probably asshole was probably never gonna buy a fucking comic book from anybody anyway. So just want to fucking tout a whole bunch of bullshit. Masters of the Air had a $250 to $300 million budget. That's insane for something that's essentially going straight to streaming. But yeah. Still looks really good. I keep seeing trailers for it on YouTube all of the time. The best girl boss horror movie in which no one cared there was a girl boss was Scream. True. They did a great job with Scream. Scream did a really good job with that one. Nobody cared about that one. And nobody cared at all. So, this was kind of crazy. I'm kind of wondering what she died of. Jessie Jane, who was an adult film star. Never heard of her, but I never looked into adult film star names either. But she apparently appeared in Entourage. She's died at age 43. Oh, the actress and her boyfriend were found dead after an apparent drug overdose. Damn, man. Wow. After reportedly responding to a welfare check whose real name is Cindy Taylor, law enforcement found Jane and her boyfriend Brett Housemler dead in their home in Moore, Oklahoma. Wow. Housemler's employer, who was struggling to get in contact with him for a few days, so trying to get a hold of the husband. Wow. Or boyfriend, I guess. Guess they don't really get married in that kind of world, huh? All right. Yeah, boyfriend. It's believed they were both died of a drug overdose. God, she was born in Fort Worth, Texas, too. In 2010, she became Australian Penthouse Pet of the Month for November. Signed under an exclusive contract with Digital Platform. Acted in films. That's funny. Online of sex toys. That's wild. She added writer to her resume when she started Sherry as a sex columnist in 2007. That's wild. Jane is survived by her son. Oh, fuck. Drugs are bad, MK. Drugs are bad. Well, rest in peace, Jessie Jane. Sorry, dear. Cindy Taylor. Rest in peace, Cindy Taylor. Sorry you got wrapped up in all that shit. I'm sure it wasn't any good for your fucking head at all. Sure it wasn't any good for your head at all. Damn. That's fucking wild. All right, boys and girls. 2 minutes until bonus time. 2 minutes until bonus time. Apparently, Bob Iger's under a lot of pressure to sell off most of entertainment's linear assets, but has so far resisted the push, and here's why. Because didn't Bob came from TV? Well, he started out as a weatherman. So, yeah, it's one of their fucking pro articles. Fuck off, whatever. Doesn't really say anything there. Still resisting the sale. Yeah, it's because Bob's attached to TV. That's why. Bob's attached to fucking TV. Now, this I thought was really cool. This I thought was really neat. Masters of the Air star Colm Turner was drawn to the series because of his grandfather who fought in World War II at 16. I just grew up on stories of him from my family. He says they are real life superheroes and we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for them. There's also another one of these articles that says a quote about, he's like, it's an absolute honor to play these men. And I'm like, that's the kind of thing we need in Hollywood, right? That's the kind of characters. Callum Turner, shout out to you, dude. Shout out to you. It sounds like you were raised right. You were raised in a good family who knew how to respect their elders, knew how to respect their ancestors, all of that kind of stuff. Like, I like that. I like that a lot. I love it. That just makes me want to see this movie even more now. So I'm hoping it turns out really well. I hope it's a big success for the streaming services. I think it's on like Apple or something like that. So I hope it's really successful for them. It looks cool. So yeah, even got the Tuskegee Airmen in it too. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But we did get some interesting set photos from Daredevil. This guy Finn. No idea who he is. It's time to play. Get your tits out. Okay, Jesse, you're up first. What the fuck, Jack? What the fuck are you talking about, Jack? Oh, Jack's lost it. Jack, have you already been sipping on the sauce today? Have you already been sipping on the sauce today? I know it's Friday I know it's late in the day, Friday for you. But we've got some set photos. Assuming these are recent. Because he just dropped these today, January 26th. Wow, this did just happen this morning, and everybody flipped out over it right away. But yeah, no parking, film shoot Friday, project name Out of the Kitchen. I wonder what that's referencing to. And then obviously you've got the Kingpin poster over here, but you've got this is what a lot of people thought was interesting. Nelson Murdoch Page, attorneys at law. So this is going on to this is simply confirming that what everybody thought, Foggy and Page are coming back. And this just confirms that they are literally starting this over from scratch. They're literally starting over this Daredevil show from freaking scratch. Yeah, there you go. So you can sign again there. Nelson Murdoch and Page, attorney at law. So yeah, the crew's going to be back together in this one. And we got an interesting little graffiti of Kingpin here. And it says Muse below it, or at least it looks like it says Muse. But who knows? That could just be the name of the graffiti artist that did it too. Let's see what else we got in here. Spencer Giles. Baby's all right. Franson, drop-off services, dry cleaners. That's probably not part of the thing. But yeah, there you go. More set photos. Yeah, they're completely doing a 180 on that thing. So, oh, all right. We're officially in bonus time, boys and girls. We're going into overtime. I thought it'd be a good segment. It'd be even better if we had people like Sevi Sunker or Tiny playing, but we just got you, so get your tits out. Fuck that, Jack. Ain't nobody paid me enough for that shit. Enough for that shit. The oldest gamer says, bring back the Netflix showrunner and writers, not just the stunt coordinator. Yeah, that would definitely be a good start. And I think that would be a sign to the fans that, yes, you're actually giving them what they want, because the rumors we've heard is that Kevin Feige's orders were literally make it like Netflix. Literally make it like Netflix. Make it like the Netflix show is what we have heard his orders were. And since they're bringing back Foggy and Karen Page, I'd imagine that's what they're actually trying to do. You know, scrap that whole shit that you're going to fucking kill him off screen and not even mention Page. And it's just like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, you expect to pick up any of the Netflix fans doing shit like that? Nope. So no, I think that would be a good sign for them to start doing that. It actually might make it good. I don't know. I mean, we're going to see what happens when the trailers come out. We're going to see what happens when we start hearing the direct, whoever ends up directing this, and whoever the people are promoting this shit, when they start talking and all of that kind of stuff. It'll be curious to see. I imagine you get Karen, Foggy, and Matt on a fucking red carpet and see those two coming back together and going, oh, it was just such a pleasure to be working back together again, and yada, yada. You're going to get some people watching it just to see what it's like. Jack Tarlat's like, you hear that, guys? Pay more money. You don't get its tits out. You heard him. Get donating. If we get to 100 members, you know, either between subscribers over here on Rumble, or supporters over on Locals. If we get back to that 100 like we had on YouTube, and I know we'll be good to go doing this full time again, without me having to worry about anything, I will gladly do a shirtless stream. You might regret it, but I will gladly do one. Elemental MJ says, off to cardio with the pup. Have a lovely Friday, nerds. Hit that like button. Well, thank you for being here, Elemental MJ. Always good to see you. Have fun with the puppy. The Oldest Gamer says that would get me back with Disney Plus if it were true. Well, and I'm assuming you're talking about the Kevin Feige thing, his orders to make it like the Netflix show. That's what we've heard. They basically, it sounded like they had like 4 or 5 episodes basically already filmed. Or at least 4 or 5 episodes worth of footage already filmed. And it was just like, scrap it all, start from scratch, is what it sounded like to us. So this is going to end up being a very, very expensive series for them, because of all the reshoots and everything else. So as to whether or not it'll be worth all the money, we'll find out. I mean, they brought a lot of Star Wars fans back with The Mandalorian after the abysmal failure of the Disney sequel trilogy. So I don't know if one good Disney Plus series is going to be enough to bring that many fans back, but it sure worked for Star Wars fans for a minute. For a minute, it worked. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens. I'm not even cautiously optimistic. I'm not even optimistic. I'm just cautious about this whole thing. I don't trust them. I don't trust them at all. They're going to have to prove to me that they're actually trying to make a difference. And the proof's going to be in the pudding. It's not going to be what the leakers are saying. It's going to be what ends up on the screen and what the people around it talk about it and say about it. So, yeah. I was there for Mando season 1 and 2. Season 3 spelled the end for me. Canceled Disney Plus in July. Yep. I don't blame you one bit for that one. Mando season 1 and 2. Yep. I was done. I was pretty much done after Mando season 2. After Gina Carano got fired, that just kind of put a sour taste in my mouth for the whole damn thing. And then after what I heard, what they did to Obi-Wan in that show and the clips I've seen and everything else with Obi-Wan, I was like, well, no desire to watch that one. And then Book of Boba Fett, with the Power Ranger freaking bounty hunters. I was just like, what is this, God? What is this nonsense? And then I watched Ahsoka. Jack Tarlad and I watched Ahsoka and reviewed it. And it was like, it had the potential to be something. But man, was it boring as all hell. Jack Charlad says, we won't regret it, dude. One more person takes their top off, others soon follow. I'll be playing the long game. Well, there you go. Keep encouraging people to become a member over here on Rumble or join the locals. And maybe you'll get that, Jack. And you get your name added to the end credit screen. You get a bunch of access to a bunch of cool emojis, which we have way more emojis over here on Rumble than we ever did on YouTube. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, Darren says the last straw for me was Kenobi. Yeah, and the Oldest Gamer says, yeah, Obi-Wan was terrible. Yeah, I couldn't even bring myself to watch that one. When I saw everything around it, when they brought in, I don't even remember what her fucking name was, the chick whose lightsaber failed to even fund. Reva, wasn't that what it was? Reva. Man, that was just, oh God, that was so abysmal. I was like, it was just like, oh yeah, strong black woman, yada, yada, yada. And then like she gets stabbed through the stomach through a lightsaber and then walks away from it. And it's just like, y'all have lost the plot. Y'all have really lost the plot. And then, yeah, it's just, oh man. Jack Tarlat's like, stop it, make it stop. Sorry, I had a Vietnam War style flashback. Yeah, I feel you, Jack. I'm watching Ahsoka. I appreciate you watching that with me. Yeah, that was pretty rough. Yeah, Reva. I mean, just like as soon as we saw that character was introduced, we're like, oh yep, here we go again. Yep, Kenobi's gonna take a back seat in his own story. We've got little Leia in it, which was breaking canon right from the very beginning. I mean, one of the first scenes we technically see in A New Hope is her sending that message to Obi-Wan. You know what I mean? Like, what was their excuse? He said his name was Ben, so she wouldn't remember him when he got older? Like, no, none of that worked. I need you to save my daughter. None of that works. Like, God, that was such canon breaking. That was such canon breaking. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, lightsabers aren't deadly anymore. Yeah, oldest gamer. We saw that in Ahsoka too. Exact same thing. Freaking, what's her face got stabbed right through the stomach, right through the side of her stomach with a lightsaber all over again. I know some people buying the BS Star Wars and liked that poop. That's freaking insane. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Oh man, that's just nuts. That's just, I can't believe some people, I can't believe some people are liking it. I can't believe some people are liking it. I made fun of somebody one time on a short that was getting all excited about their free stuff. And like, I got kind of chewed out by a couple of comments. You know, those randos, fucking weirdos, or people actually subscribe to my channel or watch my shit anyway. But I just thought it was kind of funny. It was just like, yeah, you getting free shit because you're a simp for the thing. And like, I'm going to make fun of you. I'm going to make fun of you. JR24 says, I've been throwing out tree debris. Oh, that's fun. We've got our bulk pickup this sometime soon, or they already did it. I can't remember. I have to go outside and look again. If Han hadn't fallen, he would have survived. Yeah, see, there you go. If Han hadn't fallen, he would have survived that. Yeah, that giant lightsaber right to the stomach. So you're right, Jack Tarlod. Yes, Sabine Wim. Thank you. Sabine Wren. Thank you, oldest gamer. Thank you. I never really got into like Rebels and all of that kind of stuff because I couldn't get into the Clone Wars. I tried so many times to get into the Clone Wars, especially when like Mandalorian started to get, like when we figured out that Mandalorian was, good, decent, watchable Star Wars stuff. And I was like, I gave the Clone Wars a shot again. And I get bored to tears. Like when I watch One Piece, I can't wait to watch the next episode most of the time, unless it's a filler episode. But like Star Wars, like the Clone Wars, I just never could get into Clone Wars, that animated stuff that Filoni was involved with and all of that. I just never could get into it. Never could in. Jack says, I think Sabine did better than when he made Power Rangers. Oh, Saban. Saban did better when he made Power Rangers. Yes. Yeah, Sabine. Yeah. JR in the rain. That sucks, JR. I'm sorry you're out in the rain. That's no fun. No fun at all. Means we're probably going to get that rain soon. But yeah, man, that stuff. Oh, that was painful. Painful what they've done. Star Wars, a dead franchise. And that's okay, guys. That's okay, guys. Rey's going to save it. Rey's going to save Star Wars. It's all going to be okay. Rey is going to save Star Wars. It's going to work. It's going to work. I do like how Daisy Ridley is running damage control though now. That actually kind of leads, it's a good segue into this article right here. And I do want to watch that video for Darren since he was so kind to donate $25. He wanted to watch that what was it, the real trailer for One Piece or whatever. But yeah, I love this. And I'm like, I'm actually kind of willing to give her props for this. She's either smart. This is what I said on Twitter. This is what I said on Twitter to this post. I said, either she has some sense, either Daisy Ridley has some sense and is well aware enough of what's going on with the Star Wars fandom that she knows this feminist BS talking points are going to not work, or someone inside the company is giving her new talking points. Because let's get her to the actual let's get to the actual quote from her. Let's see, where is it here? Okay. After sharing her excitement towards being asked to reprise her role as Rey, Ridley was pressed by host Darren to refer her thoughts on the fact of, speaking of Charmin, there are some of those, I would say, extreme Star Wars fans. Hi, they're talking to us, who have made this a conversation on the internet about how they don't want a female director. Which seems bizarre because the episodes of The Mandalorian were directed by females. I mean, Kathleen Kennedy has been overseeing all of this. Yeah. So exactly why is Shabir Boy Chinoy saying that this is going to be great to finally have a woman in charge of Star Wars? Because you just pointed out what she said was a fucking lie and was just gaslighting. So thanks for that. Thanks for that. Whoever the hell this chick is, Dreyer. Thank you. In turn, Ridley asserted, I think my take is things get blown out of proportion, and the interactions that I've had with people have been nothing but wonderful and supportive. And honestly, the day that we announced I was coming back at Star Wars Celebration last year, you cannot imagine the joy and goodwill in that room. I've only been embraced, and I think we're going to make a great film for people. So yeah, she thinks the sexism stuff is overblown. It's overblown. You know, she's even detailed before. It's wonderful. The thing about those conventions are it's really lovely. Everyone's really lovely to each other. And I think a lot of time people online sort of make out there that was discourse or whatever is that it actually isn't shared by a lot of people. And my experience has always been very welcome. People have been very kind. Absolutely. And if they ever wanted to have the conversation where a story go there or everywhere, she concluded her thoughts on the Rey movie reveal. She says, it's always like a conversation that's respectful. Even when the fans meet her and talk to her about the Disney sequel trilogy, everyone's nothing but fucking nice to her about it. We've never blamed, no legitimate Star Wars fan has ever blamed Daisy Ridley for what the fuck Disney has done to Star Wars. No one has. Okay. This girl I have never heard a bad word about her and her interaction with the fans, her interactions on social media, any like super dumb shit she said outside of the general talking points that everybody gets in Hollywood. Like, I have never heard a bad thing about this girl. You know what I mean? I would never blame her. I had hope for those movies. So many of us did. We're coming off the high of the MCU and seeing all the amazing things that Marvel's doing and everything else. And you're like, yes, Disney's buying Star Wars. We're going to get like MCU level Star Wars. This is going to be fucking awesome. And then that first movie came out. And you're like, oh, okay. It's basically a completely and totally rehash of A New Hope. You fucking killed off Han, you sons of bitches. And yeah, for some reason, Rey is extremely overpowered Mary Sue, who has never had any training whatsoever. And for some reason can take on a guy who was not only trained by Luke Skywalker, you know, the ultimate Jedi master out there, but also being trained by what we thought at the time were Sith Lords of some kind. Right, which we never got an answer to that really either. But yeah, that didn't make any sense whatsoever. And then the second movie came out. And then the third movie came out. And you're like, all right, fuck this shit. I went and saw all three of those in the theaters. And I was just like, yeah. And then we found out, because the third movie was such a fucking shamble, they ended up spending like $600 million making that movie. So even after making over $1 billion at the box office, that movie still lost money. And that's why we didn't see shit from Star Wars for a while. That's why we didn't see shit until it was a Disney Plus series. Because they were broke. They'd lost too much money on those movies. So yeah, whether she's being smart and playing damage and trying to play damage control and try to tone that shit down as much as she possibly can, or somebody inside of Disney shoved those words right up her, you know, nice round ass that she's got, because she does. Daisy Ridley's got a nice ass. Shoved it up her cute ass, and now is she spitting out of her mouth? Either way, massive damage control or not, someone somewhere inside of that company, or Daisy Ridley herself, which technically is inside the company because she's now hired by them again, someone inside of that company realizes something is severely fucking broken in the way at least they've been marketing this Star Wars shit. Because Disney has been known to have a stranglehold as best they can. Doesn't always work. Hi, Rachel Ziegler. They've had a stranglehold over their characters, over their actors and actresses. That's always been one of the biggest things. So yeah, something's changed. Something has changed. Something has absolutely changed. Don't know what that is, but somebody recognizes there's a problem. It's either Daisy Ridley or somebody inside of Disney recognizes that there's a serious fucking problem, which could also lead to even more credence that the reports about Sinead Abu-Chinoy is fired and gone already. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I get some time. I need to make a video over this. I think I've got some good points on that one. But yeah, let's see. Jack Tarlad, hooray! Honest trailers, but only if it's short enough. We should have time. We still got another 10 minutes. We still got another 12 minutes left. Another 12 minutes left. I'm sure it's only like an 8-minute thing, so we'll probably finish it off with that, because I wanted to get to that Daisy Ridley thing. Well, that was a good segue since we were talking about that. It's not that it's a woman directing, it's what they say they're going to do with the franchise. Absolutely, JR24. Absolutely. That's what I always tell everybody about any project we hear announced. You know, outside of a company that we just know is pretty much straight woke, like Disney has been for so long. Like, I'm like, just listen to the people around it. When it's coming from Amazon, people are like, oh, it's going to be horrible because Rings of Power. I'm like, okay, look at the people around it. They've had good stuff on Amazon. Look at Reacher. Everybody loves Reacher, right? Netflix, same thing. They've had some absolute travesties. But it was what I was telling everybody with the One Piece series. Everything sounds good on this. Look at the people around it. Look what they're saying. Look what the actors are involved saying it. Look at the people that are producing it. Look at all that kind of stuff. Look at the marketing. Look at how they're marketing the movie. That's going to determine more about the movie than I think at anything else at this point, especially when you hear about like people like Oda being involved, the original creators, stuff like that. Like, that's what I think is so important. That's what I think is so important to any of these projects. Listen to who the people, because they're going to tell you the truth most of the time, unless they're lying. More often than not, you can believe their marketing. If the people that are directing it, writing it, involved with it are telling you that it's going to be woke feminist propaganda, it most likely is. Now, it's not always true. I heard the D&D movie wasn't. I know a lot of people liked it. You know, Buzz Lightyear was supposed to be woke propaganda as well, except it wasn't. It had one quick scene, blink and you'd miss it. And that movie still lost them a fuck ton of money. So it's like, I don't know. We're going to see what happens. We're going to see what happens. Purdy Doo says, I'm so late. Hail, nerdy, awesome people. Yeah, we got about 10 minutes left now because of bonus time today, Purdy Doo. So just remember, boys and girls, you can extend the show out another 5 minutes for every $5 donation or more. You can extend the show out another 5 minutes. So there you go. Darren says, I never watched Rise of Palpatine. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. I don't blame you for not watching that. I don't blame you for not watching that one. Don't blame you one bit. Don't blame you one bit. And Hojo, what's going on, buddy? Well, I'm just kind of Hojo's over on YouTube. Hojo's over on YouTube. We were just kind of testing out Rumble Studio today. So I was because we can stream to like 7 places with this damn thing. I don't even know if there's a limit. But so I just logged into the Common Gamer, my old Common Gamer YouTube channel over there just to stream to it today to see how it was all going to go. But yeah, I can see your chats and I can pin them too. Hojo. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. Over on the YouTube side. But yeah, that's what we got going on with that one. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. Somebody realizes something's wrong. Whether or not they can fix it or not, that's a whole different story. That is a whole different story. But yeah, let's get that. Unless we get some more bonus, we can go back to the news if we want. But I do want to get to that. Let me get to see if we can find that honest trailer for Darren, since he donated so very much kindness today. Gotten us to that 20. Gotten us to complete that 30-minute. Start out. Mike has bad knees and all of that kind of stuff. And yeah, if you guys haven't gone and checked out the new channel, the new actual YouTube channel that I'm using, please do. Hojo. Let me see if I can find where you're at. But it's this one, the Common Nerds. Unfortunately, I can't send messages into that, which sucks. I wish you could, because you can do that with like StreamYards and stuff like that. But for some reason, you can't do it on this one yet. But yeah, let's see here. Let me see if I can drop this over for Hojo here real quick. And then we'll pull up that thing right there. Send messages into, there we go. Bam. That's the new one. That's the new one to go check out. We'll pin that up at the top too. So that way, anybody that's been over on the YouTube side with some of our old channels, we're also going to try to find my Common Nerd Live channel as well and see if any got subscribers for that one as well. All right, let's see. Honest trailer. One Piece. There we go. You money having folks, take pity on my tardiness. Give me some more to nerd time, please. Well, that's Darren. That's our dear sweet Purdy Doo, boys and girls. He's out there. He's asking for some more. He's asking for some more time on the show. So, and that's any donation. We've got all the direct donation links are in the chat as well. If you don't want to go through Rumble for whatever reason, there's we got like you can become a member over on Locals. If you become a member of the channel, that's $5 a month. Now, if you hit that little reoccurring tab, if you're on, you can only do it on like the actual like a browser app of some kind. You can't unfortunately do it on the regular app, but yeah, if anybody wants to do that, give Purdy Doo some more time. But yeah, let's check out this honest trailer. It's 8 minutes, 11 seconds. We can do that. We can pull that off. See, Netflix one. Oh, this is Netflix's One Piece too. All right, check this out. Oh, that's the one you were on.
In a world where anime fans reject every live-action adaptation, usually for good reason, Netflix finally cracked the code. Change almost nothing, no matter how ridiculous it looks.
Yep.
Good luck with season 2.
I'm not a human, I'm a reindeer! I have antlers and hooves, don't you see?
One Piece. Prepare for a live-action shonen series, which is Japanese for targeted at young boys, and English for beloved by grown men, complete with the usual shonen tropes like hungry idiot hero,
One of everything, please.
overly serious rival,
I want to be worthy of holding my own against someone like Luffy.
and powers that escalate until they literally punch God in the face. Trust me, they all get there eventually. In this series that taps into every fan's dream that one day they too might go outside and make friends. If they hadn't spent 1,000 hours watching the Japanese equivalent of SpongeBob. Worth it! Prepare for season 1's adaptation of Romance Dawn, the 100 or so chapters of the manga that took place before anything cool happens, as you're plunged into the salty world of One Piece, a franchise where you're either a pirate, a marine, or
I'll let them keep their hand.
as our heroes spend all season searching for a map to find the Grand Line.
Next up, to the Grand Line. Do you know how to get there?
This is a map to the Grand Line.
The Grand Line is just right. Where is it exactly?
Which is just this world's version of the equator.
This band across the middle is the Grand Line.
Keep sailing east or west, dingus. Can't miss it. Or are all of you the dumb one?
Which way's north? Which way's port?
The left.
But you said 5 degrees starboard.
Yeah, it's the other starboard, Captain Tastic.
Ah, so does Ka. Meet Monkey D. Luffy.
I'm Monkey D. Luffy.
After eating a literal forbidden fruit, he gained the power to throw glizzies of infinite size. Now, he's on a single-minded quest to become king of the pirates.
I'm gonna be king of the pirates. I will be the king of the pirates. I'm gonna be king of the pirates! I'm gonna be king of the pirates. Boring!
With only one thing standing in the way of his dream. He doesn't know what a pirate does.
Being a pirate is not about raiding villages. Pirates are scum. They're thieves and murderers. Not the pirates, I know. But we can't steal one.
What kind of pirate are you?
When you love being on boats not doing crime, that's called sailing. You want to be king of the sailors.
I can't let innocent people get hurt because of me.
See? Meet the rest of the Luffy troop, who only join up after he beats them down with toxic positivity.
You're a crew!
Nope,
Not together.
I'm sensing a little bit of tension amongst the crew.
Not a crew.
Nami! You are our friend! We are your crew!
Nami is messed up because her parents died, and they one-pieced her guardian right in front of her. Zoro is messed up because his parents probably died, and his best friend at sword camp lost a fight to the stairs. Usopp is messed up because he was abandoned by his dad and watched his mom die, and now he'll lie his way into everything but the easiest score in the East Blue. Sanji is messed up because he got abandoned by his parents, and his mentor had to eat his own leg so that he could live to kick it up a notch.
You ate it. You ate your own leg.
Bam! 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 Together, they'll find their way to more themed pirates than this universe's laser-guided wanted posters. Like the Cat Pirates. Let's just call them Street Sharks. And of course, Buddy, the clown prince of piracy, who may not get laughs from his actual jokes, but that won't stop him and every other villain from yucking it up at how deliciously evil they are.
Luffy, are you gonna laugh like a pirate with us or what?
I'm a different kind of pirate.
Worthless. Enjoy the beginning of what's sure to be a long journey, with plenty of mysteries left to uncover, like, how did Luffy's British father figure and Scottish granddad raise a kid with that accent?
You give it back to me.
Only after you become a great pirate.
How do you expect to be a Marine when you're wasting your time on this nonsense?
How you find me anyway?
Will Nami get the same level of character development she received in the anime? Who will
Yes,
be the first to
please.
kiss? These two or these two? And will all these lovable misfits achieve their dreams? Or will everyone fail to defeat their chronic fatigue syndrome?
I can catch up on my sleep. I'm gonna take that nap now.
You two knock it off. I'm trying to take a nap.
You woke me from my nap.
You're gonna keep talking or let me get some sleep.
Wake up! You can sleep when we get to the next filler arc. So set sail with a young cast of unknowns who truly embody their characters in this absolute ship show with a pure, childlike view of the world.
It's more complicated than that.
I don't really do complicated either.
Full of over-the-top silliness and whimsy that never gets in the way of the best part. Everyone butchering each other like feral hogs.
Eat your own.
He survives it.
Shanks used to say not every situation can be solved with violence.
Oh, that sounds smart. What show is he from? Starring Initial D. Aren't you glad I didn't say bandana? I was born on a pirate ship with a bunch of apples.
Riff raff, street rat.
Let him cook. Larry Potter. Shanks for the memories. Dog the bounty hunter. You've been struck by a smooth admiral. Blug life. Hearts, the clowness horror. Bake a leg. Prince Valium. Jaw Patrol. That girl is poisoned. Wait, the butler actually did it? Wake up, sheeple. Cross, dress for less.
The time for waiting is over. Kaya is of age.
Crystalia and the Spins. Stop the ride. I'm gonna. Yo ho, a pirate show for tweens. You'd never know that this was the same company that made live-action Cowboy Bebop.
I mean, sheesh! Fans have gotten so toxic!
Okay, I guess they gave one clue. I'm gonna be king of the pirates. Mama had a chicken. Mama had a cow. Dad was proud. He didn't care how. Stop asking me to say stuff in my epic voice. It's a medical condition I can't control.
Oh, that was fucking great. That was a good request, Aaron Hughes. Holy shit. That was fucking funny. Holy God. That was fucking funny. Holy God. That was fucking funny. All right, boys and girls, we are going to wrap it up. We have officially gotten our 2-hour mark in. I forgot how mean them honest trailers are. That's pretty fucking harsh. Pretty fucking harsh. Oh, that is pretty fucking harsh. So, all right. That's officially an end to another successful $5 Fridays. Boys and girls, I appreciate you very much for being here. Purdy Do, Hojo over on YouTube, Darren Hughes. What do we got? Jack Tarlad, JRR24. Let me scroll through here. The Oldest Gamer. Good to see you here today as well. Elemental MJ was here. Good to see them as well. Always good to see some faces out there in the chat. You guys are freaking awesome. So, all right. I have got comic shop talk tonight with 32 Flavors and Nick Weiser. Hopefully after that, I won't be so tired that I can't do some video gaming. We're going to try to do some Hell Pie tonight. So probably around 11, 11:30, depending on what time Nick's got to get up and go to work tomorrow. So keep an eye out on the social medias, on the Twitter for all of that. I'll try to make that go live on the Common Gamer as well, or one of those other channels. We'll try Rumble Studio for that and see how the lag is with video games on all of that. And hopefully we can get the Twitter stuff figured, or the Kick stuff figured out as well. If not, I won't do it. I won't do it if we can't get the Kick to work. So, but yes, thank you very much, Darren Hughes. Good to see you, my friend. Glad you made it in here today as always. So, and thank you for all of your very generous donations, my friend. Thank you. Thank you very much for that. You are part of the grease between our gears, keeping this machine running. So, all right, boys and girls, let's see if we can figure out how to end this thing. We are going to get out of here. Our $5 Fridays is officially up. So we get to check out the new, oh crap, I got to add the outro. Hold on. I got to upload the new outro. Hold on. Because like I said, I had all this set up last night and then it didn't save it because it's dumb and it needs to be updated and it still hasn't done that yet. So we got to save the outro for just a second. We've got a great outro. It's updated. I got to still add Jim Bone on there. But other than that, it's got Jim Bone on there as well. So, all right, boys and girls, this has been Jesse with the Common Nerd. I bring you pop culture and all things nerdy through a common sense lens. This has been $5 Fridays. Thank you for all your generous donations. Thanks for watching and enjoy the credits.